Andiamo.
No response. Can you tell where these traces lead, Abby?
I might have a surprise for you later after the stream, by the way. But we'll have to wait and see what the timing is like.
Over there! But the traces are kind of messy. They feel unsteady, too.
That way. That's the archipelago across from Raguna. The traces are still fresh. We should follow them to find Cartethyia before they fade.
Should we go now?
Yes. With the Threnodian's will gone, she wouldn't lose contact unless something's wrong. Really wrong. But before we go...
What could possibly be wrong without the Threnodian involved? Hold on now. With the Threnodian's will gone. Right, okay, alright.
Oh, a call from the honored laureate herself.
Hey!
What is it? Missing the serenity of my castle, I presume.
I feel really happy because both Amanda and Alex plays Cantarella, have become really good friends of mine. They're both such wonderful people and so incredibly talented and thoughtful and really just amazing. And I mean, Alex is phenomenal. Her voice is just majestic and she's such a good actor. Amanda is too, of course.
Cartethyia is missing. I see. It is indeed a rather urgent issue. Go on. What is it you wish to ask of me?
I want to learn more about the archipelago before I set off to find her.
Ah, caution is indeed a virtue. Since you're in a hurry, I'll spare you the lengthy details. That archipelago is called Septimont. It's another city-state within Renaissance.
I'm also curious how they're going to do like the sort of
Its people were
SPQR.
guided by the Sentinel across vast seas to settle there.
The Sentinel,
But
okay.
over time, Septimont and Raguna's differences led to a rift. Each one forged its own path.
What kind of differences?
Septimontians don't believe in the Sentinel.
Huh? Really?
Even from a shared origin, the hearts and minds of people can diverge in unexpected ways. Septimont is a city of warriors. Its creed is simple, all for glory. Fear no death. They revere heroes, not the divinity.
Kind of amazing, isn't it? It's interesting to me that they would... It's interesting to me that... Oh, hold on.
enforces strict border controls for Septimontians. But Septimont places no such barriers for the Ragunesi.
I wonder if that's not because of the Order. And so, because the Order wouldn't want non-believers to come into Raguna from Septimont, that's why Septimont doesn't care, because Septimont is essentially... Well, I guess it wouldn't be atheist because they have their own belief system, but it certainly doesn't adhere to the laws, and you know, there's not really a separation of church and state in Raguna. So it's interesting because they don't believe in the Sentinel. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting that Raguna would block border and will have border control for Septimontians. It's also interesting that the Septimontians, whatever the fuck they're called, also, don't believe in the Sentinel, but revere heroes and warriors. I love that. That's interesting.
You could say that Septimont has a far more accepting attitude towards outlanders. At present, Septimont is hosting the Great Aegon, a cornerstone in the city's economy. Such a season draws visitors from far and wide.
Visit Septimont. Thank you, Cantarella.
You're the Thessalia's eternal ally. And of course, my esteemed guest. no need for formalities between us.
Chat, let me ask you a question. When I again, this is a Twitter debate. Do you view Cantarella as an antagonist? I don't even think, even when she was announced and all that like femme fatale stuff, I never viewed Cantarella as an actual antagonist. Someone tried to explain to me why it would be okay for Frolova, that Frolova and Cantarella were somehow the same. And I was like, what are you even saying? Cantarella did things for her own means, but I really don't believe that she was even at first, I don't believe that she was ever an antagonist. I could see her being again a little morally gray, but she was never morally gray to us anyway. She more just was taking care of things and doing what they needed to do. I know she's the hero, but like, you know what I mean? I was like, you can't say that Frolova and Cantarella are similar. Like those are not. To me, the Fraxidus, even though I think everyone we all kind of agree that at some point, I think there's going to be a bigger bad, because after all, we still don't know who Lucia in the Sky is, number one. There are multiple antagonistic parts of this, whether it's the Threnodians or the Fraxidus, but I think everybody kind of mutually agrees that the Fraxidus are an organization that has an end goal that is not necessarily, they're not, I don't think that the Fraxidus is remotely close to being the big bad. To me, that I agree with the sentiment that each of the Fraxidus have their own means to an end, right? Obviously, Frolova was pretty powerful, and I'm sure Cristoforo has his way. I can't believe they still call him Cristoforo. Oh, that bothers me. I think Frolova more than Scar or Cristoforo. I can't say it that way. I'm sorry, Cristoforo. Like those guys, they all sort of seem like they have their own intentions, but I do think that Frolova's probably the closest we've gotten to a big bad right now. Obviously, the Lament is like the sort of like, the what's it called in Game of Thrones? The Night King, not the Night King, but like the Winter, whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, okay, so I don't fully know the Kurono and Vonnegut stuff, but I see what you mean. The Fraxidus, right, and it's interesting because, not that we should compare Wuwa with PGR, but like, if you think about it, in the first couple chapters of the game, the Ascendants are what we would perceive of as being the true evil of the game, but even then, Roland, Gabriel, they're all kind of bad. Luna, they're all alpha. They're all bad in their own ways, but they also, like, they're all obviously all have their own personal self-interest at play too. You know what I mean? White Walkers, thank you. All right, anyway, I just wanted to ask that because I saw her and I was like, I don't feel... Oh my god, finally I can build Cartethyia.
Look! A Wingray right here! It can give us a lift.
Well, Gabriel's fucked up.
My heart's racing like crazy.
Do you feel sick?
Not really.
We fly the whole way there?
Feeling.
Uneasy?
Damn,
Did you
this shit
sense something dangerous in Septimont?
This shit would trigger a panic attack. Ain't no way I'm doing this.
It's strange. Like things are all tangled up somehow.
Is this max settings? I don't know. I'll fix it. I like the slight synthetic sound with the guitar. Oh, cool! Wow! What the fuck? That's awesome. That's cool.
Abby, we've arrived. How do you feel now?
That's an amazing little thing, by the way. The amount of, like, I think vocal tracks are always so surprising in games for me. Like, we have it in Red Dead when we cross into Mexico. Nier obviously leaves a mark on people. Stellar Blade has a lot of vocal tracks that I think leave their mark on people. There are... oh my god, Glory... Whoa! What? Nice!
Abby?
Da, 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 da.
Nothing for my test mark. Is it sleeping? Or is it? Cartethyia helped with Abby's symptoms before. I could really use her help now.
Damn.
We share the same thread of Imperator's power. I could try using that to sense where she is. What's that creature she's facing? A half-human, half-lion tacit discord? Or a special echo? She was here before. I'll follow the same path and see if I can find someone to talk to.
That's such a cool little leitmotif reference. Who the fuck is this? Huh? Oh, a griffin. Whoa. Oh, that was what was behind her. Oh, oh wow, cool.
That armor might be an echo. An echo that awaits a true warrior.
Okay. What an intro. Ooh. It's cool. Okay, I guess it wants me to do that now.
It seems happy. Is it because I'm reminding it of past battles? Looks like I've made my first friend here.
This is neat. You know what's interesting is that the Roman Empire, as I know it, I don't know. I'm not like one of these guys. You know that little like thing that happened a little while ago where it's like, you know, men will you know just bring up SPQR and the men will talk about the Roman Empire. Like I'm not one of those guys, but I mean, being that I am Roman, I do have this like very like soft spot in my heart for. What? Oh my god, this music's great. What? Global filter. The fuck is all this? Oh, the global filters. Yeah. There's it's actually pretty cool because the sort of history of Rome, you know, Rome really sort of, there are Muslim influences. There are you know, some Arabic influences. There are some, I don't think it goes as far as like India, but there are some, like, you know, that corner of the world, the you know, Rome's influence at that time. Actually, I'm kind of curious. You see how far it goes? It's pretty interesting. So obviously Italy, but so much of the Middle East, and then the lower upper parts of Africa were all part of the Roman Empire at one point at its peak, right? Mesopotamia, which Egyptus. So, you know, obviously we have Cleopatra and I think, what was it, Mark Antony, and so I think what's really cool is that you hear it in the music. There is a bit of this Arabic and Egyptian. I think right now actually we're hearing like some sort of an Egyptian instrument. I don't know that this is not an area of my expertise, right? Like I don't know like necessarily in those influences. So maybe if you do Persia, yeah. So all I have to say is that I think it's really cool how even in this we're hearing the emphasis that is not just like mandolin and like typical, like even right here. Like that actually has a Persian Arabic sound quality to it. And I think that's really interesting. Again, as a person who doesn't know that much about, you know, within reason, but what the fuck?
Pruning, grafting, suffer!
All right, 4-4-1-1-1. Ah! Wow. Player friendly. Wow, the music there is I love the flare in the clarinet gives that sense of danger. That fog rolling in. Man, it is such a good time to be a Wuwa enjoyer. They really just have come such a long way. It's really impressive. Like if this is all sort of a response to 1.0, then I can't even imagine what. I love that clarinet focus there. Is that bass clarinet? That's really pretty. It's just so great to be able to just enjoy such a like well-produced game, which is why I think it's good to be, you know, very passionate about, you know, again, I've said it before, it's like celebrate when it's good and let them know when it's not, but like, you know, you gotta praise them when it's good. When it's good, you know. The leaves. That's awesome.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
This battle theme too is
Grafting, suffer.
thing is, the game will never be perfect. Nothing is. We sort of just, oh, we're gonna do some serious exploring. Oh man, this is really cool. Yes, happy Pride Month, and also happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Oh no. Remember, you're never as alone as you think or feel. And that goes for everyone. See, you can even see a bit of the, this is cool because it's like a modern twist on what would be, like this is the Eagle, the SPQR Eagle, I think. Yeah. Isn't that dope? Yeah. Holy shit. You can't see it. Hold on. Look. Look at that. See that? See that? That's fucking cool. Wait a second. Wasn't there a rumor that... Wait a second. Wasn't the rumor that Camellia was originally from Septimont? Based on her outfit? Based on the laurel on her, Hold the fuck on. Oh, you were? My bad. Fabius and Attilius to Valeria, Tales of the Heroes, everything. Hercules, Magna, Taurus, Lost to Time, yet remember none of the lyrical prose.
A little treat.
Where'd I get that rumor? I don't know, from fucking Twitter. Anyway. Oh, shit! Oh, I fucked up. I was supposed to be all the way up there. My bad. Hello.
So, this is Septimont.
Wow. The wind at your side carries a trace of Cartethyia. It grazes your ear as it passes the... What the fuck? Hello? Ah, this must be the QTE everyone hates.
The traces will guide you here. And when the time comes, you'll bring this story to its rightful end. The scent of seawater. It's right ahead.
That's so pretty. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you why this game is good. One of my mods, who's not a gacha player, became obsessed with it. Tells you something. Go to the location of the experimental unit.
Trying to hide in that incubator's experimental unit, are we? I need to find a way to destroy those pipes and make it collapse. defense mechanisms designed by whoever built this land.
I'm just taking it in.
The more devices I destroy, the stronger the defenses become.
Okay. I don't really mind this. I think it's a little long. I think it's long. It's too long for what it's doing. I don't necessarily have a problem with, like... I think it's okay. I don't know why they would handhold this much. This would have been really neat to actually play. But some of this would be annoying, I think. Some of the lasers would be annoying, but they could have balanced that for, like, letting the player have agency. I don't really, this doesn't, like, I'm not upset by this. It just seems like, why is it going on for... That's it? Oh, that wasn't so bad. It's just a little long. I think that's okay. I mean, what would it have done to just, like, fail and do it again? I don't see what the problem is there. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder why. Maybe for the mobile crew? Could have just done, like, a 30-second cutscene. Just... Who the fuck is that? Is that the Dark Tide? Well, clearly.
Found you.
Whoa. Holy synthetic. What? Whoa.
There is a village up ahead. I'll go talk to some locals.
Man, that shit was aura, as the children say. I don't mind that. It could have been better. That didn't like ruin my experience or anything. I think I'd rather take that than take shitty pacing. It's like, of the two evils, no player control or sitting there for 15 minutes. I'd take that.
Boss, you're looking so serious.
Cute!
And you are?
Look at those headphones!
Me? I'm a traveling Taoist from Mengzhou. Just call me Buling.
Mengzhou? Buling? Oh my god, Mengzhou, wait. Mengzhou. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Nyan. One of the 6 major cities of Huanglong. Jinzhou, Mengzhou, renowned for its abundant waterways, thriving greenery, and enchanting landscapes. There, commerce and Taoism thrive and coexist in perfect harmony.
Mysticism, talisman divination, fortune telling, you name it, I bling it. So, you wanna try a luck, Va?
What? She actually had that symbol. Did you see that? She actually had this symbol on her, well, you can't see it because of my head. She had that symbol on her hand. That's interesting.
How did you know my name?
Heard about you from an old friend. You know Jinshin? Pretty sure you met her in Jinzhou.
Oh,
She
Genshin.
trained with the same master before me.
Oh.
We've got history. Last time I went up to the mountain to see her, she mentioned you.
Huh.
So I hear you're looking for someone? Not so easy, not so easy. The feng shui in Renacita is not good.
The feng shui in Renacita is not good.
The chi is trapped.
The
in
chi is
water.
trapped.
Not good flow. No luck now. Bad sign. You should be careful, boss.
Oh my god, Buling.
You show up and the stars change. I was betting on who could break the deadlock, so I'm glad I caught you first.
Damn. What a great segue into going back to Huan Long, though. Isn't that cool? I really like that. That's fun. I will turn on focus mode just so I can focus on the quest. Hold on.
Not bad!
Electric guitar.
Think you can keep me from fighting?
I love her!
Careful now!
I love her.
We'll see who rips whose throat out first.
I love her! She really is... She really is like freaking
All right, Emilio.
Cerberus.
Why don't you take your band of cowards and get out of my way before I decide to
I
handle it
love her!
myself?
Oh my god, the way that she flips up. Oh my god, she's fucking awesome.
Pulling dirty tricks before the Aegon. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Did you ever stop to think you nearly got an innocent person killed? Shame on you.
Looper. So you're really not going to reconsider? Even with the finals just around the corner?
Reconsider? You think I should keep playing along and stay blind to your match fixing? I don't care what you do off the field, but in the arena, fairness isn't
I
negotiable.
love the fucking
If you
Vera.
can't get that, just keep wagging your tail for the house.
Hold on now. I love her. Hold on now. Vera Garnet is one of my favorite characters ever. In any game. I love it. I love the symbolism. The symbolism. She really is a mix of Vera. She really is a mix of these three. I love it. I love it. She really is cutthroat like Vera, wild like Noctis, and a fucking, feral. Oh, I love it. Oh my god.
You know, I once thought you were a decent gladiator, and we fought well together. But look at you now. Pathetic.
Oh my god!
You know nothing, Looper. Not everyone has the same strength to survive in Septimont with a clean conscience.
That's what people were saying. Look at this. This is the same thing that Camellia has on her dress. And technically they both have red accents and similar white outfits. I know some folks have mentioned that they don't love Lupa's outfit. Personally, I think it looks really good, but that's just me. See this? Camellia
Sorry about
has
that
this.
clown show. Don't judge Septimont by a few rats that can't hold their own in the dirt. They're not the norm here. Lupa's the name. Gladiator by trade.
I love this.
Guess we're acquainted now after crossing blades.
Oh my
Care to tell me your
god.
name? Got it. It's rare to meet someone with your kind of strength.
Chad, the contrast is weird. It's too dark. Thanks, your moves are impressive too.
I'm used to fighting the gladiators here, but the way you handled your blade, oh, it's beautiful. I like it.
What happened just now? Did they try to ambush you?
Just about. That man, Emilio, used to be my partner. The Silvers were probably behind this. The House of Silver is nobility in Septimont. I share their name, though. I'm sure they've thrown me out since I stepped away from the team.
Is this tied to the match fixing you mentioned?
Yes. I knew something was off, but I didn't think they'd go this far. Maybe they threw some serious money at it.
I thought the money I made them would have been enough.
Oh well.
What is that smirk?
I was thinking, you're not a local, are you? How about we team up and fight together in the finals?
Wait, why? Why would we do that?
That's Cartethia's frequency. But how?
Is that your way of saying yes?
I'm sorry. Lupa, have you ever met a Ragunesi girl by the name of Cartethyia?
Cartethyia. Nope, never heard of her. What's going on with her?
She's missing. I'm looking for her. I tracked her to Septimont, and it seems she confronted Arsenosa.
Arsenosa is the symbol of our spirit, the great echo guarding Septimont for centuries. Besides the current Ephor, Augusta, nobody has ever faced her directly. I don't know if this Cartethyia of yours is strong enough to take on Arsenosa. If she did, it would be the talk of Septimont.
I see. No leads yet, then.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for those gifted
Well,
subs.
that's why you should join me in the Aegon. When Arsenosa shows up in the finals, you might find the answers you're looking for. The champion gets noble recognition, a hefty bonus, and some secret perks. If we win, you can take it all.
She just wants the thrill of the fight.
If that doesn't interest you, then the attention that comes with being a champion will help you find the information you need on her.
Why is she helping us, though?
True, but
Oh,
what's
okay.
in it for you?
That's right.
Me? I just want to see the look on their cheating faces when they realize I've beaten them at their own game.
Great.
They're probably betting against me in secret. Ha! Doesn't matter. Once we win, they'll lose it all. Serves them right. If there's no punishment for crossing the line, then what's the point of a line at all? I don't know what other tricks my dear family has planned. But you're an outlander. Strong, too. No ties to their schemes. That's why I look forward to walking this path with you. Can't wait to see what kind of gladiator you'll be.
I like how the piano just like really it indicates how
Arsenosa.
she's
and the
she's very
unusual
warm, you
frequency
know.
I felt from Lupa.
She's definitely got an
only
attitude,
leads
which I
thought.
really like. I was hopeful.
Lupa denies ever meeting Cartethyia, but maybe she didn't realize, or she's hiding something.
Well, she's probably hiding something.
Either way, teaming up with her is my best shot at finding the truth.
Okay, let's do this.
That's the spirit! Well then, I'll be counting on you, my fellow warrior. Now, let's go register our team.
2-on-2. Okay.
Hi there. Is team registration still open?
May applause greet you? Yes, you can register. Oh, wait, you're Contender Looper.
This looks much better.
Do you wish to register a new team? But aren't you...
Plans changed. I'm no longer with the Bow of Legions. This is my new partner.
Oh, I see. Allow me to register you again. Have you settled on a name for your new team?
Warrior, why don't you do the honors?
The Wuthering Waves! Stella Lupa. I do like that name. I'll go with Wuthering Waves.
We Septimontians live alongside the waves, and I've always found their sound soothing. A perfect choice. All right, the name is settled. We'd also like to apply for the special qualifier, please.
Of course. Please wait one moment.
The Gladiators Aegon happens year-round in Septimont. Training matches, exhibition games, open tournaments, you name it. But we're after the Aegon of Champions, the biggest event held every 4 years. We also call it the Great Aegon. There are 2 stages, a points-based prelim and an elimination round. The prelim is almost over. The eliminations are about to begin. I've earned enough points from the regular matches to qualify for the finals, but since you're a new contender, you'll need to win the special qualifier to make it. If we defeat higher-ranked
Just a little bit of attitude.
With
I love
fewer
it.
matches.
Just the 2 of us. Is it 2-on-2?
Exactly. It's one of the reforms the new FO made to the Aegon.
Hello,
and
hello.
of course, our Echo partners will be joining us in the arena too. Echoes aren't just companions to us, but proof of our strength. Hunting them, taming them, and learning to live with them is the first lesson every Septimontian learns.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool how they,
Now,
revere
It's
Echoes.
time to step into the arena.
I
Ready?
was born ready.
Registration completed. Happy hunting, contenders.
Let's see how well we work together in the arena, my fellow warrior.
Nice. She did the Roman. Hello, Ryan.
Are you ready for the Gladiators Aegon? Happy hunting, Gladiators.
Wuthering Waves versus Molten Shining. Let's see Aegon again.
Really cool.
Oh, we did it! That was perfection! I haven't felt this alive in ages!
Hey, thanks, Proto One.
I could finally focus and savor every moment of the fight. Oh, thanks, warrior. Teaming up with you was the right choice.
You flatter me. I enjoyed it just as much. Hello.
And these are...
Tadaz. These
Tadaz.
little ones love a good match and never miss a chance to cheer for the victors.
Ta-da!
They're more fired up than usual. Looks like your performance really won them over.
So cute.
They're just as lively as the baby Grafana came across before.
Griffon? What the fuck? Griffon?
This city does know how to keep spirits high. Speaking of Griffons, they've actually been here long before our ancestors even settled on this archipelago. Anyway, we've secured our first victory. The next match will be held further out. If we take down the top-ranked team there, we'll be... Oh! Oh! Cantarella! Please! Sign for me!
Oh, the minute I saw Lupa, it was over.
It's you! In the flesh! Well, why would a star like you be in this arena? It's impossible to get a ticket for your matches. Oh, I wish I'd known sooner that you'd be here.
Oh, she's so cool.
Did something happen with the Bow of Legions, Contender Lupa? Who's this new gladiator you've got with you? Did you replace Contender Emilio? Oh,
thanks, Twix.
Page material. Hey, make some room! Lupa, I loved your performance. Please, will you sign for me?
You're quite the celebrity around here, Lupa.
It comes with the job.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Both in
Ace
and
player
out of the
Titus,
arena.
yeah.
All right, everyone.
I love the percussion in this, man. This is so good. Oh my god. I love Lupa. I love everything about her. What an amazing character.
I can handle this.
I love her
Well,
little
it'll take too
ears.
long.
I love the black
We need to make a swift retreat.
bows. I love the pigtails. I love the front headband.
How?
I love her outfit. I love her hair.
Easy.
I love her
Just hold my
earrings.
hand and don't let go.
I love the like jaw thing. I love the jaw thing on her neckline. I love her eyes. She is perfect. She is my perfect character. And I think she's gonna steal Camellia from me. I do feel that Wua provides a lot of game in a good way. You know, Expedition 33 is I think like such a very specific game experience that I don't think it's like I would feel that way about, I mean, anything. Expedition 33 is such a like deep piece of media that most things don't match. It's like even the saddest moments of
The lovely smell of all my prey.
I don't know, Final Fantasy 14 or whatever, like don't compare to the emotional highs of the emotional highs of Expedition 33. It's just different. But I could see that point though, because it might feel cheaper or less impactful, which makes sense. This does feel a little bit too bright. Now this is like very in my face.
What was that smirk about?
Thank you. You can't get into gachas, they're all the same. Well, there are certain aspects of gacha that do sort of end up being similar in terms of how they're built and daily stamina and getting mats and like, you know, the dailies, the weeklies, you know, everything is about the currency so you can get to the play, you know, get the next character. You play every day so you can get the currency. There's definitely like degrees of that, but I would say while there are similarities between gacha games, depending on but also that's pretty general too. I mean, the thing is, gacha games are interesting because they all kind of borrow from larger AAA experiences in general, but like so does everything else. I mean, like how many Vampire Survivor likes are there now? How many God of War likes are there? How many Souls likes are there? How many Final Fantasy likes are there? There are so many. I can't even say that they're like stealing from like their functional formats from other games. You know, yes, Wuthering Waves at its start was ultimately very similar to Genshin. But honestly, like, can you blame them? Genshin is like such a successful example of doing an open world gacha game well. And really, I think the phrase gacha game is actually like such a disservice to it because like, yes, gacha is a component of, but even in Genshin and Honkai Star Rail and ZZZ and PGR and other games of their ilk, like I think it's kind of lame that we define them by their monetization format, which is very strange because I've never seen that done in any other, MMOs. MMOs are not, well, I guess people call them subscription model games, but usually they're just called MMOs. So it's really strange to, live service game. Yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, I suppose a lot of gachas on the surface are similar. But there's also a lot of other stuff that comes with each individual game that make them interesting. I don't play that many gacha games. I think a lot of them have very good stories. But yeah, anyway. I mean, we call FIFA a sports game. We don't call it a card collector game. That's the other thing too that I find really interesting. So lately, there's been a lot of Magic the Gathering purchases. And I wonder if the people that buy Magic the Gathering packs, like, I wonder if they look down on games that have a gacha monetization model because they're just doing the physical version of that monetization model, which is kind of interesting. I mean, do I think gacha sucks? Yeah.
I just sent word to certain people. Too much modesty is a double-edged sword, so I'll be frank. When it comes to bankability, I'm at the top of the game. That's how my family, the Silvers, have kept their position all these years. But the nobles here in Septimont are always hunting and contesting for more. Lions and wolves tear each other to pieces, while the hyenas lie in wait, eyes on their bellies. Everyone wants a taste of the juiciest meat. And with the illegal betting they're running, once they hear I've left the old team, they'll all be scrambling to get a piece of the action.
Are you planning to muddy the waters?
The waters are already so murky, no one can tell who's stirring them.
Damn, political intrigue, huh? Classic.
But it's still better now than it was before. The mess they made before the current effort took over was...
May applause greet you, Looper.
Huh. I see you've been waiting for me, Cartor.
She does have an attitude.
He was
cool.
my manager back in the Bow of Legions. Has a gift for knowing exactly what to say to anyone, though that's his flaw too.
For a manager, isn't the skill of speech always a gift? Domina Julia Silva hoped you'd behave and return home. She bid that I reason with you at the earliest opportunity. But it seems you've found yourself a new ally. I dare say her hopes are dashed.
And
damn.
What's your point?
How disappointing. Not even a hint of charm when there's no crowd around to impress. feeling confident about this new team of yours? What do you think your chances are of winning the championship?
With me and this warrior? 100%. Enough, Cartor. Spare me the games and empty chatter. I have one question for you. Are you involved in the Silver's match fixing?
Whoa.
No. I do love money, but I don't stoop to that level to get it.
Fair enough. You may leave now.
Dangerous question, Looper. Think carefully. The Silvers may have made you a star, but they can just as easily snuff that star out. I've never doubted your talent, but these are the rules of the game.
I know the rules well enough. I just wonder if Domina Julia truly understands who's making the rules now, and where she stands in this game.
Is this Cartor also from House Silva?
Interesting.
Not exactly. He's a free man, though he's handled Bow of Legion's business for the past few years. Look. Once we cross the Hero's Way, we'll get to the Capitolini Hill district.
Wow.
For centuries, countless gladiators have walked this very path to Colosseum Olympus, just as we are now.
Wow.
Cartethyia, standing on the water? That abnormal sensation came over me again when my sword struck the contender's echo. All the echoes in Septimont seem to exhibit unstable power. Something is definitely off. But it seems like no one else has noticed.
Contender Lupa isn't in the Bow of Legions anymore. What a shame.
Just 2 days before the finals as well. It's unfair to her former teammates and her fans.
Is it about the money? She's changed teammates how many times now? As for that newcomer next to her.
Without the Silver's patronage, there's no way a gladiator from the outskirts could rise to fame so quickly.
Quiet down! Where are you hearing these rumours? Open your eyes. Lupa has never once thrown a match.
Everyone thinks they know the real truth. But consider this. It's a fact I know to be true.
Let's go, my fellow warrior! It's all going as planned. Let's get you settled somewhere comfortable. Then tomorrow, we head to the Colosseum Olympus for the semi-finals.
I've been meaning to ask, is there a body of water in the city? I think Cartethyia might have passed through there.
A body of water? Yes, but it's been abandoned for years. That elevator can take you to the upper city, though. If you want to try looking for her, we can start there.
No, I don't think Lupa's actually at
Thanks.
Sundara.
And,
She's not as callous as
Yes?
a Vera. But she's very
those
charming.
people just now, they talked about match fixing. Don't you want to challenge that?
I didn't have time to gather enough proof before I left. Besides, this isn't the right moment. Once we win the Great Aegon, I'll make everything public. In Septimont, only the winners get to speak their truth. A strong warrior with a kind heart. Rare traits for a hunter. Honestly, I don't care what people say. This kind of thing happens every day in Septimont. If you can't handle it, you won't last. Tarnishing rivals' reputations is one of their usual tricks. I cut off their betting profits, so it's only natural they'd be upset. Besides, now I have a reliable warrior by my side. That's all that matters. No worrying about whether my teammate can keep up. No dealing with petty politics. Just the thrill of the fight.
So well done.
Thank you for that, my fellow warrior.
I like that she's also not like blowing smoke up our ass. There's less like it's not as you know. I really like her. She's great.
Why would the place you mentioned be abandoned?
Because of the first dark tide in Raguna. Oh, you know what a dark tide is, right?
Yes.
Due to certain safety concerns at the time, the main city district was relocated further up the hill.
I also think it helps that her voice is naturally very heavy and has a thickness to it, which I think lends itself. It has a little bit of an edge that makes it just like almost like she's talking out of the side of her mouth. It's awesome.
Do you remember that?
You said Cartethyia might have been here. Do you have an idea of where she passed through?
I think somewhere over
The
there.
upper city's underwater?
Ah, that's where the statue of Hercules is.
What? Hold off.
This is the place. I'll look for Cartethia's traces here.
How?
Ah, the leitmotif.
Through the connection we share.
All right then. I'll wait here. Good luck.
Dun. The unique frequencies pulse through your blade and spread across Cartethyia isn't here.
How's it going? You look frustrated.
I just feel uneasy.
Don't worry. We can follow the lead on Arsinosa. Hercules. His statues once stood tall on both sides of the street, watching over the heroes of Septimont as they set out to hunt. Back then, the chimes drifting up from the city with the finest sounds of glory. Beware of the Kerasaurs lurking below. Those tacit discords will ambush anyone who falls into the water.
Kerasaurs?
Are those the city's ruins down there?
Yes, remnants of the old district. We rarely use this route since it's too dangerous, but some thrill seekers come here to hunt tacit discords. Speaking of which, this area is actually under Silver jurisdiction. I used to play here as a child.
I really like the percussion too.
Cartethyia.
See again, what's been great about the soundtracks
I've never heard
now
that name before, but it feels strangely familiar.
is just the simple fact that we're leaning into melody like you spend enough time in the city, Capitolino, and you'll get the motif stuck. It's awesome.
Someone's still alive.
What? This is when the dark tide first hit, then.
Are you okay? You seem like a local. Are there any other survivors?
Wow, love the flames in the back. Holy shit, high
I'm
quality.
managing. I can still move, but I'm exhausted. I've walked for so long, for so far, but I still can't leave this city. The white tidal light follows me wherever I go.
Tidal blight? Could she mean the dark tide? What's your name?
I don't remember.
That's all right. Memories can be recovered. And
Oh no,
so
this
can
is...
your name. I've been through something similar myself, and someone helped me find my way back.
This is recent.
I've only just arrived here. All of Septimont is cloaked in mist. Would you mind sharing with me what you still remember?
Oh, I love the humming in there.
Who are you?
My name is Cartethyia. I'm Raguna's... I'm a wandering knight from Raguna.
A wandering knight.
Don't worry. I'll take care of them.
Love her facial expression.
Come forth and face my blade.
Welcome to my city, Griffon's
Wow.
fortress of Capitolini Hill.
That was recent. What a smooth transition. I like the storytelling this patch, you guys. It asks questions naturally. What happened? Wow, smooth. I really like this patch.
Who are they?
Oh, some minor noble houses that didn't make it into the Aegon. In Septimont, strength and power go hand in hand. Nobles get more, but they better prove they're worth it and pull their weight for the city. The Aegon isn't just about fortune. It's a way to find the capable. For nobles, the ability to command and control echoes is a basic responsibility. If the heir of a noble house isn't strong enough, it signals that the house is unfit to hunt down tacit discords or protect Septimont. So, if a noble's been living it up, they'll end up broke and thrown out of the city.
Man, music is very good. 2.2 has really brought a new layer of music to Wuthering Waves. Even this. Ba, 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 ba.
might not work like this everywhere, but here in Septimont, with the dark tide breathing down on necks, it's our survival code.
That's right, the she-wolf that
For
nurses
most
Romulus and
Septimontians,
Remus.
the Aegon
Absolutely.
isn't just an event. It's the training ground nobles and commoners alike have to fight in. The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory. Where you come from,
The little
matter.
accents and the flute and
Prove
stuff,
yourself,
it's really
and
well
the
done.
crowd will
It's really
scream
well
your
composed.
name.
It's very
The
rich.
spotlight's yours. The arena's
Right there.
your stage.
Again, that stuff just gets
But if
stuck
you
in.
can't keep
Those
up,
are those little tiny melodies
If you're
that
not chosen,
that really like stick
you'll be
in
left in the shadows.
and linger. It's very cool. So different from 1.0 still. I mean, this is like not even the same game. Not even a same game.
Well,
I mean,
come to
that's
think of it, we haven't had anything to eat since those 2 matches.
that's
Right,
crazy.
I know just the thing I want you to try.
Oh,
I
this
can
theme
already
is sick
smell
as
it.
fuck.
Can almost taste it.
Da-da-dee-da. Damn, she put some stank on that word. I can almost taste it. Oh.
Try this art form, endorsed by Lupa herself, and now.
See there too. That's nice. You take one melody, pivot it to another instrument.
Fulvia! 2 large platters, please, with 2 bottles of heart pour.
An energy drink endorsed by Lupa.
It's Lupa!
It's fucking gamer subs.
I heard she left the Bow of Legions.
That's enough, folks. You know the rules. No gossip outside the arena.
I thought she said forks.
Just dig in.
Still got that fire, huh, Fulvia?
You should talk. Finally cut ties with the Silvers, eh? With the way they handle the share of profits, you should have left sooner.
Well, back then, a strong backer was exactly what I needed. Can't say it was all bad.
So, this is your new partner. Looks like you can handle yourself.
You can tell just by looking.
Can't keep a tavern running for long if you don't have a good eye. By the way, Heart Pour is sold out today. Guess the celebrity branding really worked.
What?
What?
Come on!
God, she's so cool.
What's heart pour?
Oh, she's my favorite character. Officially. I have to join the subreddit Lupa Mains.
A drink
Surely
I
there's one
endorsed.
already.
Most of the drinks I promoted were... but this one's actually really good.
Oh. Oh, man. That's so funny.
If my name's on it, you don't have to worry about quality. It's just that the taste... Well, let's just say it's meh. At best. Anyway, I'll get you a taste of heart pour later. For now,
it's awesome.
Let's enjoy the meal. So, fellow warrior, any stories to share? There is still much to learn about each other.
Ah, shit. Sorry, I skipped past the food.
Hey Lupa, got a message from old Abius. He said the new batch of restored footage just arrived, including those about Contender Mia.
Oh, thanks! Oh, I almost forgot with everything going on lately.
Restored footage?
Recordings of major matches or famous contenders. Helpful for those who want to learn from them. F4 Augustas are the most popular. 4 years ago, she became the champion and a household name by crushing every single
Ah, so you
opponent.
become emperor
From there, she
via
worked her way
fighting.
up into the F4 seat.
Yeah, I see. Interesting.
But I prefer watching contender Mia's matches over any of the past champions. I think she's got real heart, You can feel it. Even through the recordings. The way she threw herself into every fight.
Do you think we'll face her in this Aegon?
Not likely. She disappeared during a great Aegon years ago.
What?
Some say she got tangled up in illegal betting scandals. Others think the pressure from her manager drove her to leave Septimont. There are plenty of rumors, but no one knows what really happened. Still, it's frustrating to just disappear halfway through. If you fail to make it to the end, people will see you as nothing.
I think I like this patch's pacing more than 2.0 so far. 2.3 was a bunch of build up to the ultimate ending.
Their dishes hit the spot every time. Now that our bellies are full, time to relax.
This pacing is really decent.
To Leonidas Hotel.
Leonidas?
Place for travelers
It is
in
Greek.
Septimont.
Wow, cool.
I've got a long-term rental there myself.
It's Greek mixed in with Italian culture. Wow, that's why you're hearing some Greek musical influence too. I meant 2.2, yeah, sorry. What pacing? 2.3. And that sound too, with the intense electric sound. Boppy, 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 boppy. You hear the implicit danger in that. It's cool. And see how it comes in afterwards too? That's really good writing. Ba 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 do ba ba. What the fuck? That's the moon? It looks like Blitzball. Oh my god, it looks like a Blitzball,
Ta-da! Welcome to your new spot. It's a lifetime suite, and it's yours anytime you need it during your stay in Septimont.
What? 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 Why? Speaking of which, I own a room in the Black Shores. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Don't mention it. The hotel owner sees us as future champions. Supporting us is an investment that will pay off. Of that, I am certain. You know, gladiating means everything to me. I really, really love it. I know I'm lucky. I know what I want and I'm doing what I love.
This is Lupa's theme. This is actually Lupa's... she just said it. She loves gladiating. She knows she's lucky. She knows what she wants and she's doing what she loves. This is actually her inner sense of like her ethos, essentially. You know, the music, the singing is showcasing this is her true, like, sense of self. Wow. Really pretty.
Compared to those drifting through life, I've already been given so much. But sometimes...
You don't look happy, Lupa.
Well, I'm not unhappy. I was born for this, but the more I embrace it, the more I fear losing it.
Ah, she has imposter syndrome.
I can't help but
Don't
wonder,
we all?
what is it that fills me up when I'm under those lights? my passion for the fight, or the favor it brings me. If one day I lost that favor, would I be more helpless, panicked, and heartbroken than those who never had it in the first place?
This is her inner child. This is like her sense of self, right? Especially with that lighter soprano sound. You know, she's really like confiding in us right now. She's saying like, man, what, I'm so lucky. I don't want to lose this. You know, what if it slips through my fingers? I'm really happy. I want to keep what I have. She's actually quite pure. And there's a gentility in her, softness, despite that harsh exterior that we see pretty much the entire time we've met her, especially at the very beginning when we were introduced to her. She's fearless. She knows when to put it on. She knows when to show up. She knows when to, you know, assert herself. But inside, she's actually like a very tender and gentle person or character, you know, like.
If that day comes, would I still be able to say I love this life?
Well, even if you wouldn't, you shouldn't blame yourself for it.
Thank you. You're kind. I'll try not to dwell on it. Still, sometimes I feel guilty. Why should I be so lucky when others aren't? Tomorrow's the semi-finals. We'd best get some rest. Good night, my fellow warrior.
What the fuck? Oh, that's her possessed by the white blight? Huh. Holy fuck. Wait. Oh, that's just... I was about to say. The Great Aegon schedule. The start date of each Great Aegon varies. Please refer to the announcements. Preliminaries of follow points-based system. Echo duels, echo speed tests, echo teamers. Top 20 teams. Okay. Finals follow single elimination formats. Also held in a single elimination format. Oops. Yesterday, a heated dispute erupted between a noble house and a group of merchants. Both parties agreed to send them out of the duel. This was an innocent case of rookie misstep or a calculated move to turn conflict into a spectacle. This much anticipated 30-second gladiators training match came beginning of revenues. Team Brilling Sand ripped through mid-fans were less than fresh rumors. Maybe sponsored by the same noble house. Ah, yeah. Well, with injuries piling up in the recent duels, Mako and Pharmacy's medical echo has reportedly gone missing from overwork. The paper is probably sponsored by Vulcan Mining. Still a conflict of interest. A Traveler's Guide to Septimont. Hey, thanks, Heinrich. Arriving at Cliffside Harbor, start your journey with a visit to the Pharaoh Bridge ruins, a silent testament to the divine forged by faith between Septimont and Raguna. Continue along the hero's way, an ancient path once trodden by gladiators on pilgrimage to the legendary Colosseum Olympos. That's the one that's on the left-hand side. Frequencies of their emotions still linger along the route, guiding travelers towards the majestic city on top of Capitolina Hill, where the awe-inspiring Griffin's Fortress stands. Begin your day with a visit to the Colosseum Olympos to witness a live gladiatorial match. Check the event schedule in advance and pick your favorite showdown. Public rest areas atop of gladiators. Hop on a cable car and glide down the bustling Caracalla was a the Caracalla was a it was the Roman emperor. That's right. It was the Roman emperor. Nicknamed Caracalla.
What do I think of you?
I can't remember the details on his life.
It looks warm.
That's pretty cool, though. Sorry. can sip in the signature blend at Solus, bro. So Pygmalion, cap off your journey with Maxes. Thermes. Oh, they have baths? Oh, that's awesome. May your time in Septimont be unforgettable. Wow, I love the music in here. This is so chill. You could, like, go to sleep to this. Don't stay up too late. You died down and... Okay. Oh!
Words. Lines of them all around me. And music coming from above.
Hello? Hey, Bran. What's up, Raiders? Welcome in. We're just catching up on some story here. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Bran? Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for the raid.
This is but an illusion. One of the nights, one of dreams. Not like the spectacle you saw in the glimmer of the Carnival.
I love her voice.
Here,
I love the piano focus
I am
too.
not your foe, nor can we harm each other, should we so wish. Lay your blade to rest, if only for now. 'Tis a pleasure to see you again, on this special stage.
Da 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 da. This is the quieter version of Hecate, if I recall. So this is kind of cool because here she wants to have a conversation, you know?
A city wild and beautiful, chasing endless glory.
Oh, I love her. She's amazing.
Tell me, does Septimont please you as much as Raguna once did?
Let's cut to the chase. You're connected to Cartethyia's disappearance.
Ah, so it is she you seek. It appears this special resonator has you rather captivated. Let's take our time. I would like our talk to be pleasant. No one will bother us here.
God, this piano music is so good. It's interesting. Why does she want to have a
I
conversation?
have an associate who adores the heroic tales told throughout this land. For this reason, the missing girl you seek and the anomaly you sensed in Septimont, they are indeed threads in his tapestry. You could call it an obsession of his.
Stop beating around the bush. Tell me what you really came to say. Tell me what the Fraxidus is planning.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. Your wisdom and courage, your compassion and resolve, your hope and madness. Will they be strong enough to carry you through the trial? To make you the hero of the story?
I wonder what her intention is, though.
Read it. I hope the story speaks to you. The answers you seek lie within these pages. If we continue to meet as foes, the symphony grows monotonous. I confess I find it rather uninspired.
If we continue to meet as foes, the symphony grows monotonous. I confess I find it rather uninspired. She's bored. I love the skips in that sound too. That does not mean that she becomes good. It does not mean that she befriends us.
I'll ask
She
again
wants to
for later.
play.
What are you doing here in Septimont?
But why?
And why give me this?
Why is she playing both sides?
I am giving this story a little nudge. As of now,
You and that blessed maiden from the tower are deeply interwoven in the fate he has spun.
So you're not the only overseer active in Renacita. Scar, your nameless ally, and you. The Fraxidus seems to revel in the company of those with twisted obsessions.
It's not as you imagine. You've already met my associate, you see. He trusts what he sees, not the words of others.
I do. I love Frolova too.
I've already crossed paths with him since arriving in Renacita.
Think, girl. Think!
As a creator, he always hopes his characters will craft twists and turns that he himself cannot foresee.
So Cristoforo is the one in charge. At least in this case.
He believes that the closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale. But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. I gave you this play so you can see the ending. That gladiator girl will be the harbinger of the dark tide in Septimont.
Oh?
All glory will be consumed, and the pride of heroes will dissolve within a blackened maelstrom. Such is the finale she holds most dear.
All glory will be consumed, and the pride of heroes will dissolve within a blackened maelstrom. I wonder how Lupa is involved.
This is a short story, one that only lasts 3 days. When the final match concludes, so too will this story.
I wonder why she wants to move it along, though. Like, what's her motivation? Is it because she just has like this sick fascination with Rover because she knows that Rover is so powerful and like is the arbiter? Is it because I find it really interesting because her music is very, very like slippery. It's very, especially with the upper register piano cascading like this. Her music indicates that she's never going to be truly good. Her music indicates that. Her music, it's really about spinning. It's about spinning it. Cristoforo is actually more dangerous in some ways than Frolova because Frolova's just kind of there like, okay, what's going on here? Whereas Cristoforo's like actually trying to, make it happen.
You could claim the spotlight by ending her life before the curtain falls.
And like...
change the ending, and the tragedy is averted. But should you falter, or worse, warn her of what's to come, the consequences will spiral far beyond anything you can imagine.
What you're proposing I do. Tell me, what reason do I have to trust a word you're saying, Frolova?
You don't need to trust me. Let my words slip from your thoughts if you wish. As I've already said, the story will unfold as my associate has written it. The choice lies with you. It is a freedom we all hold. Even the wildest imaginations draw from what already exists. So it is with this story. It follows a template, and even its creator cannot escape its confines. Choose wisely, Rover. Time is still on your side. For now, I look forward to your performance in this grand finale.
Holy shit. Okay, Chad, I don't have to quit the game. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with how I'm really happy with all that. Huh?
Morning, fellow warrior. Huh. You don't exactly look well rested.
Frolova may not have told the whole truth, but there's no denying the anomaly here in Septimont. And neither Lupa nor the others here seem to notice. And that fleeting image.
I just don't want to lose stakes, yeah.
Lupa turning into that unfamiliar girl. I need more clues before making any decisions. I'm fine. Just a bad dream. Let's get going. Our next stop is the Coliseum Olympus, right?
You got it. Let's get going.
No, I won't get those skins. I don't really like swimsuit skins. Swimsuit skins to me,
Not to brag, but I down that carousel.
that's cool. They pull me out of the immersion in a bigger way than some other skins, so. Whoa. Oh, I love this setup. That's me. Oh my god, that look! She's like, I'm ready to fucking go. I love the mix of electronic synth and stuff.
As expected, the Silvers chose to face us in the semi-finals. The news spreads quickly.
Look at these two!
You knew this was coming.
Of course. To them, it's a provocation, and to forfeit would be a disgrace. Domina Julia must be here. She wouldn't miss a moment like this. She's shrewd and exceptionally capable, but arrogant to the core. She's convinced that she's always right. She doesn't believe it all through, thinks it's for the weak. So we'll show her we don't need rigged matches to win. We'll win with pure strength.
Oh my god, the fucking camera angle as it swings over. Oh! Dude. Hello? What a fucking camera switch.
Have passed, and I stand before you once more.
That's an Italian accent.
As a gladiator, but as a witness to the start of this grand event.
That is an Italian accent.
You all know well that gladiatorial combat is the lifeblood of our ancient and mighty city.
Oh my god, the chant in the back.
Seize power and fight for victory. once, we fought to survive on the seas. That same instinct courses through our veins today. The instinct to face fate head on. And remember, those who cling to glory without the strength to defend it will see it slip through their fingers.
A little bit of British.
Warrior.
On her hand?
By the eternal sun. May your courage honor Septimont and prove your loyalty to its spirit. I look forward to the rise of new heroes in this Aegon. Let the Aegon begin.
Holy shit, dude. This is so well done.
Come, my fellow warrior. Victory is ours for the taking.
Wow. Wow, they integrated the chat into the music.
Happy hunting, gladiators.
Wuthering away. That is the vow of allegiance. Let Aegon begin.
Let's settle this, Emilio, fair and square. Huh?
Oh. What? Oh.
This frequency. It's like the dark tide in the inverted tower.
Thanks, my fellow warrior. Can't win, so you play dirty in the arena, huh? You make me sick!
Huh. So she thinks they played dirty. Or maybe they did.
Esteemed Ephor, I must bring a grave matter to your attention.
She thinks it was them.
In this very match, the Silvers stooped to underhanded tactics.
Speak plainly, gladiator.
This spear, it was a gift from Domina Julia, head of House Silver when I first joined the family. Back then, I trusted the Silvers completely, never once doubting their intentions. That is, until I chose to leave them, not long ago. Now in today's arena, this spear spiraled out of control, nearly stabbing my own teammate.
I knew it. I said you what? Of course. And your proof? Honorable Ephor, I guarantee this spear will withstand any scrutiny. Lupa, you owe your fame and fortune to our patronage. Yet, you turned your back on us when we needed you the most. Allow me to remind everyone, House Silver does not cower, nor fear defeat. In past Aegons, we have constantly led in victories. Even if we lose today, we will not be expelled from Septimont. So tell me, Lupa, who is truly desperate to destroy whom? A lone gladiator cut off from her family? Or a house as powerful as mine?
Enough of this disgrace.
Stop your performance, Jester.
What?
What?
Who is she?
That's the priestess of Septimont. She rarely leaves.
Oh, fuck.
The heroic spirits of the moon and stars have long seen through it. These hollow lies taint Septimont's sacred arena. Guilty.
I knew it. I said it was. I said it was.
No chance.
No, I said
50
it.
face.
That can't be right.
It's typical, isn't it?
Augusta, banish the Silvers from Septimont.
Wow.
The priestess can foretell fate and has the power to make final calls here. Most people trust her judgment. But Yuno is a bit extreme in our line of priestesses. Not everyone agrees with her behavior, despite her capabilities. This can't. This is very confusing. Sorry.
That's outrageous. Unbelievable. Despicable stuff. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, they're guilty. Guilty!
Julia Silva, you know the weight of your actions.
So because she can foretell the future, they're just trusting that Yuno knows everything?
I...
Okay.
I know your family once stood as the cornerstone of this city. Its pioneers, its founders, its protectors. For centuries, the Silvers fought bravely in the hunting grounds, defending Septimont from tacit discards.
She showed picture proof of... Oh.
But today, you dishonor their legacy. Do not disgrace them further, Julia. Leave Septimont. Do not ever return.
As you command, F4.
Damn, so they manipulated the spear? Uh-oh.
Your performance just now. That wasn't a complete disaster. At least you show more promise than those idiots retreating to cling to their meager points. An outlander. Fight well, both of you. Do not disappoint me or Augusta in tomorrow's final.
I love her personality.
It seems there's still some time before the other semi-final concludes. Let's head to the lounge for a break.
Fun. That was really intense. I love that.
Let me cut to the chase. The Silvers are finished. F4 Augusta's swift decision sealed their fate. But don't tell me you had no part in this.
Who's to say? How could I predict Domina Julia would tamper with my spear?
Regardless, House Silver has been banished. Even if they deceived you first, You still left their team without a word and violated your contract.
Oh, yeah.
You can't deny that.
Skip to the end, Cartor. You're not here to catch up or spread gossip.
Fine then. I handled the Silver's sponsorship of the Bow of
I
Legions.
can't see how many people are
and
on, so I didn't realize.
I can
there was
ensure the damage to your career is minimal. In return, I'll be your event manager for the next year. Always ready to squeeze an opportunity, aren't you, Lupa?
The Silvers lit the spark, but you turned a blind eye to what was happening. Don't fool yourself, Carter. You're complicit in this too.
Technically, I'm being multi-guide, not just
do
one
it your
guide.
way.
Wait! You didn't come to me just for money, did you?
I'm not saying it that way.
F4 Augusta, the fiercest hunter in the grounds, our queen. If there's a storm brewing in Septimont, I intend to find the right place to take shelter.
Finally some peace. What a day.
That fleeting frequency. It was similar to the Threnodians. Could it really be linked to the dark tide Lupa will bring forth in Septimont, as Frolova said?
Oh, fuck, wait. Well, that would mean that the Threnodian... Oh, shit. Because doesn't the Threnodian have to, Doesn't the Threnodian... That means that the Threnodian is... It possesses Lupa.
Lupa, can I see your spear? Lupa, does Domina Julia believe in the Sentinel?
Well, if anything, she despises the acolytes in Raguna. Her obsession with titles is for the glory that comes with them. She prides herself on being the perfect Septimontian. It's highly unlikely she'd believe in the Sentinel.
Yeah, because why would she?
I see.
Sorry. Lend me your shoulder for a moment. I'm a bit tired.
Ooh, I want to open up another I want to open another... No, I shouldn't! I might. Do I do it? Oh, no. No, I shouldn't. We'll keep going.
Go ahead.
No. No. I'm not gonna do it. No! No! No!
Well, that's settled.
What a beautiful moment.
Looks like the other two teams have wrapped up their match.
What a beautiful moment of
the
tenderness.
The semi-finals are over. Finally, we can leave and get some
Oh,
rest.
shit. I think it's really... That moment was so incredibly beautiful because I think we've seen so many different sides to Lupa in this whole thing, and I love this character. And I think what's really cool is we see her in the beginning very tough, right? And she becomes very she loosens up. She's like, come on, like you can tell that she's kind of, well, she's using us essentially, but like not in a, like in a very manipulative kind of way. She just like, hey, if you help me, it's cool. And I think as things unravel and we have this real heart-to-heart conversation, obviously the piano, we have that first in the hotel room, and obviously, I think that we actually, how we hear that song in the hotel room when she's talking to us about what it means to be a gladiator. That's her modus operandi. That's who she is. But here, she finally like kind of leans into us, right? Physically, she gives us our shoulder, and I feel this music is so warm, and I've always interpreted my playthrough as with Female Rover, every relationship that she's had has been either a relationship with Shorekeeper. I don't feel that was romantic. I felt like it was more of a motherly feel. And with Camellia, same thing. Like everyone is naturally drawn to Rover because Rover, I think in some ways brings these characters a sense of stability in their, especially some of the like Camellia, Lupa, Shorekeeper, not Changli, you know, not Lingya, no, fuck, what's her name? Electro, the first girl, the first woman on the banner. Anyway, she brings a sense of stability, or Cartethyia too. I mean, like, you know, so many shoulder leans with Cartethyia. And I think with that too, I think that's just like the power of the Arbiter. I think for me, like, I don't like to, this is the first game where I've not played as a male character. And it's not because of self-insert, it's just because, honestly, if male Rover could get a beard, I'd probably play as male Rover. But also I don't like his ponytail. But like, his like rat tail. But for me, with female Rover, I love these moments because these moments feel really tender and really honest, rather than, in my mind, rather than romantic. You know what I mean? Yeah, Rover feels like a pillar for these characters. And so what I really like about this moment right here with Lupa leaning on her shoulder is the sense of like peace in her heart, maybe. You know what I mean? And if people feel like there's a lot of romance involved, obviously we dance with Carlotta and you know, and the way that it's implied with Cantarella, there's a bit of that, like, you know, pseudo maybe sexual tension there, which I think is appropriate, and I think it works. But I find this particular exchange really interesting and really, really, really tender, and I loved that. I've always viewed my personal take on it, and as I've always viewed these characters leaning into Rover for friendship and for being seen, which I really like. I really like that. You know, if people prefer that there's like a romantic thing to it, that's okay too. But for me, I really love that interaction. I love, even right now, like, look at this. This is so beautiful, you know? Someone else said that Rover was a pillar, and I think that's true.
Contender Lupa! Oh, congratulations on reaching
I would self-insert if I could have a beard.
Your performance earlier was truly impressive.
Lupa, did you notice any signs of match fixing involving House Silver before? About that?
I told you not long ago, the Bow of Legions has been exploiting their gladiators. But no one dared to speak up.
How'd I do, chat? Did I do all right?
In the final. Oh, you'll have
I
a
know,
bowl
that's a
of solace,
delicate.
raising their drinks to your name.
Oh, this is the tavern.
All right, everyone. I'll chat with you later. But first, let's give my fellow warrior a moment to breathe, okay? She's new to Septimont. I'm sure none of you want to get carried away and leave a bad impression on an outlander.
Go. Find somewhere quiet to rest. I'll meet up with you once I've dealt with all this.
I love her! Oh man, it's gonna be really tough to not S6 this character. I tell you deeply, I love Lupa. I think if male Rover didn't look so much like a boy and looked more like a man, oh boy. Okay, hold on now.
Sorry.
No entry.
His face is so pure. If he had a beard and like had more of like a man face, I would be all about it. Every other character, literally in any game, you should go see my Dune Awakening character. Big fucking beard. Like, Geralt of Rivia is like the epitome of masculine to me. Like, if Rover looked like Geralt of Rivia, I would be playing. Yeah, like if Scar becomes playable, I would probably rock Scar most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, I like Gian, but Gian's playstyle didn't do it for me, so I didn't pull for Gian, you know?
Lupa. It was the Threnodian and Dark Tide's frequencies I sensed in her weapon.
Right!
If
So,
only for a brief moment.
that means the Threnodian is okay.
She thought it was just the Silva's dirty trick and didn't notice its connection with the Threnodian. Verlova said her associate can weave fate and stories.
So that means it...
If that's true, it
Wait a
means
second.
his forte can influence how things play.
Right! I never thought about that. So Cristoforo can literally manipulate actions? What? That's a huge deal.
But it's unlikely he can freely bend the fabric of reality.
Oh, okay.
The Fraxidus would have overrun
Right.
Solaris long
Right.
ago if he could. Either Septimont exists outside reality, or his ability has limits. If this isn't the real world, I could take more drastic actions.
Wait, what?
But if it is, killing Lupa would be an act I could never take back.
If this isn't the real world? What the fuck does that mean?
The best approach is to stick to my original plan. Wait for Arsenosa to appear in the final. That's my lead to Cartethyia. I also sensed Cartethia's frequency on Lupa too. If she's here, she's making moves.
So Cartethyia must have felt that Lupa had influence of the Threnodian inside of her due to something. And probably tried to pull it out or something.
In the meantime, I need to figure out that Overseer's limits. The longer this lasts, the more anomalies are bound to show.
Cristoforos.
Boss, why the long face?
Ah, bullying!
Something getting you down?
I love her. Every character in this patch has been top 10 out of 10.
Wuthering, why are you here?
I'm here for sightseeing. How could I miss the Great Aegon? It's Septimon's signature event.
She's so cute. What does she see? Selfie. The fuck?
Oh, you are the one to break the deadlock.
The fuck?
You've noticed it, haven't you, boss? Septimont is caught in some anomaly.
An anomaly?
How much do you know about it? This is our second time meeting, Wuthering. That can't be a coincidence.
I can feel it, but I don't know where it's coming from. Every time I get close, it slips away like smoke.
It's kind of interesting that it doesn't look like we're actually going to destroy the divine order, or the order of the abyss of the deep. Sorry, abysses. Like, seems like there's something else happening here.
But now, I'm sure of it. If I want out of this mess, I need to borrow some of your muscle.
Oh my god, I love this voice actor.
Oyo. But Taoists have their rules, can't say too much. But
Oyo.
helping you helps me. A little nudge is no big deal, right? Here, take this. A little something from me to you. A
You
good
just got
start.
S3 Cartethyia?
Anyway, it's on
nice.
me. No charge.
I played the Chekwana quest, yes.
Seeing isn't believing.
I mean, people have already
but
lost faith in
truth
the order a bit.
exists in the mirror of the world. Go ahead.
Seeing isn't
see
believing,
for
but truth
yourself.
exists in the mirror of the world. What the fuck?
What do you think? The final's nearly here. Will contender Mia claim the title?
Oh, shit!
She's done well so far, but her track record has been shaky.
Lupa's infused with Mia.
She'd better not slip up now. I've bet a fortune in the underground pits. If she loses, that John fellow promised she'd win no matter what.
Alternate reality?
John.
Alternate timeline?
Mia's manager. Listen, she's got all sorts of talk round her, and the odds are crazy. But past champions have always been the noble bloods, haven't they? Not to mention, she's originally from Raguna.
Wuthering. She's gone again. I remember Lupa mentioning a gladiator named Mia. She disappeared years ago during a great Aegon.
Right.
Frolova said the story only lasts for 3 days and ends during the final. The great Aegon is at the heart of the story after all.
Ooh, guys, my surprise is actually going to come to fruition, by the way.
The bell on this mirror is jingling. The closer I move in that direction,
In the
louder
Tales
it
of Fallen Long,
gets.
mirrors are said to reveal
I'd better
hidden
check it out.
truths.
Do you remember that gloomy gladiator?
Okay, so if Male Rover looked like that, I would only play as Male Rover.
John, how many more times must we go through this?
John Wuthering Waves?
I know you can't bear to lose your golden goose, but Mia's completely lost it. That woman's crossed the line.
Easy, easy. Haven't I already compensated you? Just bear with her a little longer. She's not losing it every time she steps into the arena, is she? She's just been under a lot of pressure.
She's not
he
the
doesn't look
only one
great.
under pressure.
He doesn't look like a hero.
They're planning to bring Kerasaurs into the final. Do you realize how much money is at stake?
He does look like Gustav.
How can I trust a fighter like her to win the
Verso.
final?
I know Mia's unraveling.
John Rover.
Hallucinations, the hysteria.
John Rover.
It's been a lot.
Hallucinations?
Did you know she cries in the lounge? Can you believe it? A gladiator in the lounge crying. She can't even connect with the audience, including her fans. What use is being a great fighter if you can't hold the crowd?
We have no choice. The people of Septimont want to see her fight.
Kratos looks so good.
If we take her out, the complaints will bury us. The star from Raguna,
Oh,
the
that's
champion of Septimont. That headline alone prints money.
Right, because Raguna and Sep, right.
That gladiator girl, Mia, was it? I hear she's got quite the following.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone loves her, as long as she's winning.
Before the great Aegon, I remember her performance was abysmal. Hysteria, they said, utterly unhinged. For someone with her fighting skills, it's shocking how far she fell. Her value plummeted to rock bottom.
Jesus Christ.
I thought she'd be done after that, but then that John dragged her out of the mud.
Oh, yes, it's tragic, really. Poor Mia. John will wring every last credit out of her. How pitiful. My dear Lucius, you've surely heard about the underground pits by now, yes?
Oh? What are you thinking?
The commoners who bear grudges against the Senate, the vultures circling for profit. Rage simmers within them, a keg waiting to ignite. They're eager for chaos, bloodshed, and sacrifice. If we simply provide the spark, We'll make a fortune while eliminating untoward risks.
Delightful. Nothing like a bit of spectacle and strife to pass the time, is there?
Ooh. Spooky, a little on the nose there for my taste. Well... Oh, fuck. It is Mia!
Relax, Mia. You can do this. Hold on. It's all right. I'll be fine. It hasn't been all bad. I've met people who've supported me. They've cheered me on since I first stepped into the arena. But I know my limits. No matter how much I push myself, this is as far as I'll go. I love this. Gladiating. Just stepping into the arena makes me feel happy. But here, I can't treat it like a hobby. And I want to be seen. To hear them cheer for me. Their laughter, their cheers. Oh, I want to win. I want to win so bad. And I need the money. Oh, divinity above. I hope I won't let anyone down. Oh, I need to be better. Much better.
Oh, relatable. Oh my god.
Warrior!
Oh shit. I knew it.
For an instant, I felt it. The Threnodian's frequency again.
Whew. I've finished talking with them. Let's go back. Oh, almost forgot. This is for you. The heart pour I wanted you to try before. Chilled is the best way to have it.
You need to rest before continuing this investigation. Your strength is spent.
Thank you for your help these past few days.
We're both from Renacita. I'm here by the Sentinel's will. This is simply my duty, for I was once blessed by the Sentinel. The blessings and freedoms they grant, I wish to share them with everyone across these islands.
The tidal blight is spreading faster. I'm afraid.
It's okay. Do not let it break you. One thing is certain. This anomaly stems from a specific power. Some facilities and records have been rewound nearly 2 decades back. We just need to find out why and who's responsible. The clock is ticking, but we still have a chance.
The mastermind behind this will be tricky to deal with.
Don't worry. I'll handle it. Compared to the darkness that once whispered in my ears, a tangible enemy is easier to face. Besides, the Righteous One will notice this anomaly when she arrives. Our moves so far will guide her forward.
Ah, the Righteous One.
You really trust her, don't you?
Yes, very much. We correct each other's mistakes and walk the path of salvation together. Trust in yourself too. One day, you will reclaim your name. As for those vile intentions lurking in the dark tide,
Well, because she
we'll
doesn't
cut
remember
them
it. I was about to
off
say.
Together. Now, shall we continue the investigation? Are you ready?
Yes, this is before we showed up.
Absolutely. This is so exhausting. Dealing with these headaches takes more energy than fighting in the arena.
I love her.
What is it?
I think
worry.
I think Mia took the Threnodian took possession of Mia at one point, as well as one point Fleur-de-Lis. So I think what happened was, I really.
If it's about tomorrow's final, maybe you should relax a bit.
It's intriguing. This is intriguing.
Lupa, can you tell me more about Mia?
Sure, but why the sudden interest?
Just curious. I overheard some people talking about her earlier.
Well, contender Mia. I first heard about her from Domina Julia. Julia didn't like her. Probably because they once competed in the same Aegon. Mia disappeared after claiming the title, leaving that Aegon without an official champion.
Right, I think she was imbued with the Threnodian by then.
An ignorant fool! That's how Julia described her. Back then, I'd just been purchased by the Silvers, and I got curious about the story. Turns out, Mia spent almost all her time out of the arena training. Beyond the barest of needs, she devoted herself to honing her craft. That kind of dedication wasn't well regarded in Septimont back then.
Why wouldn't it be well regarded?
Rumor has it she got caught in dirty match fixing, cracked under the pressure, and ran. Everyone has their breaking point. If she ran because of it, I don't blame her. Well, maybe I just handle these things better. Or maybe I just don't care about people's expectations. I'm not above the commercial events. It's how I made a name for myself, built my worth. As long as I'm in the arena, I'm happy. Applause comes and goes, but the things that matter, facilities, resources, opportunities, they don't come cheap. Septimont has its shadows, but some things still have to get done. I don't mind being used as long as whoever I work with knows where the line is.
I know it's easy to turn a blind eye to the dirty games, but that's just handing Septimont over to the vultures. The Silvers played dirty in the arena I hold dear. They trampled over a line that should never be crossed. So, we're done.
Look at it. How beautiful.
Gamer subs.
To the great city of Septimont. Warrior, look over there! That's Arsinosa!
Damn! I did not hear her music, by the way. While I was leveling up
That's the guardian
Cartethyia.
echo of Septimont. There's something different about this Arsinosa compared to the one I saw confronting Cartethyia.
Hold on.
It's true, it's
I forgot
true.
to tell you something yesterday about Mia.
It's true that Cartethyia and Lupa could have been in the future.
Decades ago, during the Great Aegon, Mia disappeared on her way to receive the award. Before that, she did claim the title of the Bloody Aegon and even received Arsinosa's blessing.
Oh, this is
The
going to end
current
on such a
2-on-2 matchup
cliffhanger.
was
I can
only
already
introduced
tell.
thanks to Augusta and her predecessor. Before that, the matches were far more brutal. Gladiators were thrown into a chaotic free-for-all. To hype up the event, the organizers would unleash hordes of tacit discords into the arena. The last gladiator standing was crowned the victor. At least, changes have been made since then. Refined by flames and tempests, all that endures eventually becomes part of Septimont's legacy.
Oh, I can't wait to see what her constellations are going to be like. Can't wait to see her like full
Day
moveset.
of the final is here. Arsinosa watches.
Damn.
And her significance is known to every Septimontian. It is etched in chronicles and sung in legends. If you seek the glory of Arsinosa's blessing, then fight with everything you have. Show me if any of you four possess the strength to earn the Guardian's
I somehow feel that
recognition.
Yuno is going to be a bigger character in 2.4 than Augusta. But maybe not, I don't know. Haven't seen much of Augusta's personality besides just being kind of rough. I feel like Yuno still has quite the part to play.
Listen, my fellow warrior. Those cheers are for us. They wait for us to give them a fight to
Hey, Orca.
remember. Are you ready to win this with me? Wonderful. Now, it's hunting time, my fellow warrior.
Ugh, I love her. Suggesting. Oh shit. Oh, the red tie.
Cartethia's frequency is getting stronger.
Ooh.
Tempest of slashes. The wicked will face judgment.
I never doubted that she would end up here.
Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Just as she once came to me, filling that dark tower with light. She has already given us salvation.
And now, though we stand apart, we still fight together.
The wicked.
Nowhere to hide. Perish in shadow.
Wow. Whoa! Oh my god, what a cool transition! Oh! She's amazing.
The guardian that won.
Oh, I know how to play her.
The glorious. Now reduced to this. Tragic. Charge forward with me. Face your destruction, my blade. Purge all evil.
Too reckless.
You won't escape. Oceans, bow before me. Gales, purify. Quietus. The formidable power once wielded to guard Septimont is now tainted by the dark tide.
Oh wow, I love the I love how serious this feels.
Isn't over yet. I won't back down. Repent, for silence beckons.
The haunting whispers return.
I will grant you release and uncover the mastermind behind this chaos. Torrents, rage on! Atonement, sounding the death knell. Charge forth with me.
Yeah, I don't know why you're posting rotations, who cares?
Salvation. Exonerate. Windstorm. Sweep all away. True form. Revealed at last. Vexing malice. Tides, try charge forth with me. My blade, purge all evil.
What the fuck? Oh, that's so good. Holy shit. Wow! Next level. They just keep getting better and better. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? 2D?
Righteous one, I'll be waiting for you at the end of the story.
Alright, so that's the future. Oh my god.
What's wrong? You seem like you're somewhere else.
Lupa, how did we win?
We defeated our opponents?
I see. The bloody Aegon I experienced definitely wasn't a dream. It was like the real world overlapped with the anomalous one. I kept seeing Lupa and Mia overlap with each other as well.
Brilliant performance, warriors! Remember, this is more than just a title. It is a testament to your own strength and wisdom in overcoming your opponents. You've earned the right to claim it.
We really need a new outfit for Rover, though.
This medal once belonged to a single champion, the last survivor standing in the ring. But I divided it into two, to remind you that just as we fight alongside echoes, the glory of Septimont is upheld by heroes who support one another, to remain steadfast. Fighting alone is commendable. However, true strength lies in protecting those beside you. The high tide draws near. I want all warriors heading to the hunting grounds to remember this.
Something's weird there.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh, right.
Augusta, look. Another two of Van Arsenosa's blessing.
I just realized Yuno's hair is Luna Oblivion.
As a gladiator, it's a great honor to claim the title with you. Let's savor this moment of glory and joy.
Uh-oh. There he is.
You plotted this tragedy.
No, madam, I wouldn't take all the credit. The architects of this tragedy were the Septimontians themselves. A collective murder so entertainingly woven, with blood on every hand. Who's left to point a finger? But I must admit, I'm astonished you would endure all this for strangers and lands you've never set foot on.
I don't need any grand reason to slay a villain like you. The Threnodian once sought to pull the entire Rinascita into the Dark Tide, but it failed. And so will you.
Madam, surely you know you alone cannot undo my story.
Oh, shit.
Alone. She will come here and find a way to finish this. And I will make your so-called perfect play spiral out of control. Silent, hollow words. The dark tide engulfing the city of glory. All shall be swept away by the winds at the story's end!
Jesus. I'd be scared shitless if I was Cristoforo. No! Don't you end right there, you motherfucker! Damn it! Ah! Cartethyia chases the enemy from the incubator through the dark tide ravaged streets of Septima until she vanishes from sight. The fallen guardian of Septima looms ahead, halberd raised. Cartethyia draws her sword. She defeats the line as the Tide will blight her eyes hollow and empty. She stays unblinking like a ghost. The Colosseum, once in full glory, swallowed by monsters swarm from her as a liar. Where is she? Dude. Yeah, I know Abby's been missing, so I think something here is. This might be all. You know, I'm kind of thinking that all of this might be Cristoforo's like thing, and that actuality.
Beautiful beings are beautiful.
None of this is like is real. Like it's all like sort of there to trip up Rover into not showing up, into not helping. You know, Cartethyia maybe. I don't know. Like there's so much that I have so many questions of. That's crazy. Yeah, I think it's probably like, I mean, I don't know then. Does that mean that Lupa is Mia? You know, that's... Because we know that the Threnodian is still around. I'm so intrigued by that. Because, like, what? Book 3? Wait, hold on. What do you mean book 3? Hold on. Champion's Medal. Manuscript. Script. Oh, yeah, there's 3 different... Oh, wait, there's 3 different plots here. Oh, shit. Well, source is what's true. Or no. Because we learned about his resonance ability. Three weeks is nothing. 19 days, that's nothing. Okay, I have a surprise for you. So this is what we know is true. We know this is true. But then what are... I do think that... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go, because there's a lot of shit in here that's like all complicated. Okay, we're gonna keep streaming, but before we continue on, I have something very special for you. Hold on one second. I have to get this set up though. We're just gonna turn this off for 1 second. I loved that, for the record. All right, we figured it out. All right, so you were saying, so did you feel like there was more to chew on in 2.4 because the range was, it's interesting. Tell me what you were going to say.
Well, I was going to say, because we kind of leave Cartethyia and Fleur-de-Lis in a merged state, obviously here we get to see a more assertive Cartethyia, a more confident Cartethyia. And obviously that was quite fun to get to do, because in 2.2, obviously she is searching a lot and you're helping her find those answers. So it was really fun to get to play her where she's kind of taking charge on her own.
Yeah.
And going on her own little mission. That was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Also, do you think that like Fleur-de-Lis and her sort of merging, do you think that we get more of like the Fleur-de-Lis like sort of power in that? Like, you know, Cartethyia is not just herself, she's now two.
Yeah, she's both, I guess, right? And I think it's interesting. I think, you know, she's going towards the middle ground of having the idealism and optimism of Cartethyia, but also having the strength and the resilience of Fleur-de-Lis, and then I think that makes her quite unstoppable in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she has the drive, but she also has the power now to back it up.
That's true. And it's interesting how the two of them sort of have this like ebb and flow between each other, where they're able to it almost feels like they guide each other. Like, okay, if you're going to like, you know, hit your mic, I just don't know if we should. Do you feel like they're able to ebb and flow within each other, like as
Yeah.
It's so
100%. We're finding like the synergy of them, right? Of how they can work together and
Yeah.
seamlessly go between play to their strengths, like whichever side is more helpful in a scenario. I think that's really lovely.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Do you feel like what has been the I'm trying to like think about questions that you haven't asked before. What are like some of the what were some of the biggest challenges for you with this? Has someone asked you this before?
Like with 2.4 in particular, or just
in general?
In general? I guess the challenge was, if anything, finding three voices that were, similar enough that you could accept that these are all three different versions of the same character, but different enough that they would feel vastly different. I guess that was the challenge, having Cartethyia and Fleur-de-Lis in 2.2 be very different, but still, conceivably could be the same person with a 20-year age gap. And then also finding like the middle ground of that, which is kind of the voice that Cartethyia is using in 2.4, is like the merged voice more than the separated voice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think that was the fun challenge, but definitely the thing we had to kind of experiment with.
What did you guys think? Could you tell 3 foreshadowing? No, she just explained. Chat, do you have any questions for Amanda? We'll do that. Amanda and I talk frequently, so I already know the answers to these questions. What is chat? Let's see. Don't ask for plot things.
No, because I will just make something up and throw you all off track.
Cartwheel hand puppets are so cute. Third voice after 3 voices. Yes, people are saying it's Cartwheel, please destroy Cristoforo. Well,
Will do.
I'm just waiting. I feel like if I ask... No, you can ask. Sorry. One could perhaps see Cartethia's journey as a metaphor for managing public and private personas.
I think that makes 100% sense. She even has that idol line that I think some of you have heard about how it's difficult to for Cartethyia to play the character of Fleur-de-Lis. And I feel like that's an interesting insight into what's actually going on. It's kind of her taking on that professional work persona. And where they were really separated before, now she is one person kind of moving between 2 extremes. Yeah. And you're right, it's very much like the private persona and the work persona.
You're putting your mask on.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool. Let's see. Putting chat on the spot.
I know, right?
You can't have her say a voice line. You have to pay for that. Her, not me. Your favorite VA moment? Or favorite line, sort of.
Honestly, I probably think it is that either it's the hand puppet idol, where she's doing like the puppet show, because I after months of doing this really lovely Cartethyia voice, I got to do Cartethyia doing a Threnodian puppet voice, which was just epic because I finally got to be like, bleh, and make funny noises, which I really enjoyed. Like I channeled my inner Abby for that. And then I really liked the meta voice line of her talking about how difficult it is to do Fleur-de-Lis's voice, because again, it's Cartethyia imitating Fleur-de-Lis's voice badly, and that was just really fun to do for some reason. Like the level of meta that those writers have, I appreciated that moment.
It's a really special character, isn't it? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen.
It is.
I think we've seen attempts at like merging things, but like it's a really it feels like Venom and Eddie Brock, but like in a more like upscaled, classy way. It's really interesting because it's not symbiotic. It's the same but different. It's so interesting.
Yeah, I think what's so interesting is like essentially they are the same person but with different life experience.
Right.
Because Cartethyia was like split off at an earlier time, like if that makes sense. So she hasn't gone through everything Fleur-de-Lis has. So obviously they have different, it's kind of like, split timelines, right? They've had slightly different experiences, which has shaped them, but they are the same person if different things happen to them. So it's still just a spectrum of sharing the same ideals, I suppose, and values, but just there's this side of her that I suppose is more playful, more optimistic, has those knightly ideals, and then the other who's a bit more, I suppose, of a cynic because she's seen more of the world. Right. So it's kind of like little sister, older sister.
Do you feel like Fleur-de-Lis like carries more pressure in her because of the like sheer power that she carries? Is that something that you've ever thought about, like just like the power that she wields compared to Cartethyia?
I mean, this is not canon. This is just my
we're just talking
as an actor, right? But I saw it that way for sure. I think that's how I tried to portray her, as someone who has so much power and is so competent that she feels it's her burden alone, and she is the one who has to take on all these challenges. Everything that happens in 2.2, I see that as her saying, I'm the only one who can do this, and so I will. Even if nobody ever knows, even if I'll never be thanked for it, I have to do this alone. But that's also the tragedy of her, feeling like because she is strong, she has to take the responsibility. I think it's admirable, but I think that story kind of shows us that even if you are not in a position of strength like Cartethyia is at that point, you can still make a difference. And even if you are strong, it doesn't mean everything has to fall on you. You can still receive help, and you can ask for help.
Right.
So I think it's just a really beautiful story.
Oh, it's amazing. It's. I was just telling them. Well, you saw it, but I was just telling them how many threads now have sort of been. We're pulling these threads now as we push towards the end of this like sort of arc, and how rich it feels from a like a story perspective. Like it just feels like there's a lot of stuff that's like it's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I don't know the show. You'll know the answer to that, so I'm gonna skip that. Which did you like to voice more, Cartethyia or Fleur-de-Lis?
That's a good question. I mean, I like voicing them both, but for different reasons. I think Cartethyia is just so deliciously awkward in some moments that I found that really endearing and very fun to do.
Yeah.
Because I can relate. I don't know. I think I'm an awkward person in a way. So I really thought that was quite fun to do. But Fleur-de-Lis has such epic lines. Like I never, like in real life, we never get to say cool stuff like that because that would be ridiculous, right? Like getting your groceries and you just like bow before me. Like that would never happen. But so I get to live out like the fantasy of being a really cool person in playing Fleur-de-Lis. So all her lines are just epic, and thank you whoever wrote them, because you made me seem so cool.
And the localization's really good too. Like it like is so, it makes so much sense in our language, which is such a thing that I don't think people necessarily realize how difficult it is to localize. From original
it feels
Chinese
Shakespearean.
It does, yeah.
Like certainly her lines feel Shakespearean.
Yeah.
It's such heightened drama that you can't just throw it away. You kind of have to just lean into the epicness of it, because every other line is literally yelled while slashing a tidal wave or something. So you kind of just have to go all in on it.
Did you do most of this standing up, or were you sitting for it as well?
I stand up always. I've actually never sat down in a session.
You've never
maybe
done
I should.
Sitting sessions?
No, maybe I should. I don't know. I think I like to move.
It helps, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Who's your favorite character besides Cartethyia now that you're playing and engaging with the game?
I really love Cantarella. I know that's a base answer, but like I really love Cantarella because of how I think, she's a character that everyone looks at and makes assumptions about, but she completely subverts them, I think, in a way that very few characters do in games in general. And I think she's just so well written, so nuanced. Obviously, Alexandra portrays her brilliantly, but I just think she's such a compelling character. And again, she's like the MVP of 2.2 because everything, like this crazy long gambit that works out, like would not have happened without her. Like that is essentially only possible because of her self-sacrifice and her generosity. So she's just such an underrated character. I think she's amazing. I really love her.
I mean, she has such a hero's journey too in it. And so in some ways you're right. I mean, in 2.2, even though I felt like it was really Cartethia's like story quest in a way, like I felt like without Cantarella, I mean, the plot just doesn't happen. And I feel like you're right. Like she could be easily misjudged based on, you know, her, the things of her family, the past transgressions, or, you know, the way she looks or what have you. But instead she ends up being this, like, you know, did you ever see the trailer for her with the whole like tongue thing?
I did see it, and I think that again is actually so clever, because at the time I think we were all just, you know, clutching our pearls, being like, whoa, what was that? But it's so clever how that distracts from the, you know, if you were paying attention, I'm sure like you could go back and count like the tacit mark, you know, you could see, okay, wait, there's actually clues here. But we were all just distracted, I suppose, by the shock factor of it, which again, I just thought was so creative in a way. Like they really played into, oh yeah, you're going to see this character and you're going to think, you know, what this character is going to be. And, you know, it's in plain sight, but you're not going to see it. And I actually think that was such a crazy but fun strategy.
Well, and I think actually, like looking back on it, it is kind of genius, because marketing in this is such a, like a, you know, the push that they have, the cycle that they have, and getting things out. So I mean, I think everybody was like, what? And then once we played the story and we realized also like what a, you know, I mean, that character could have easily been incredibly broken and jaded and angry, but instead she ended up being really, you know, actually quite gentle, even though she had her like isms and her motions of, you know, seduction and stuff. She still ended up being like her heart was huge.
Yeah, and it's funny because again, like people saw her and expected her to be a mature character, and she was a mature character, but not in the way people anticipated, right? Like she was emotionally so much more mature than most characters are. Which was just really refreshing to see.
Yeah, I need to find some time to talk to Alex about it, because I'm sure I'd love to know what Alex's thought process was on, you know, Alexandra's process.
Yes, you should get her on here for sure.
How do you prepare when you approach each character, given how different they can be between Fleur-de-Lis and Cartethyia?
Well, I think it's down to the fact that we established sort of the baseline for each character very early on. So we kind of knew both what the voices were going to be, but also just, I suppose, their temperament and how they differ, because obviously they are the same person in a way. So there's a lot of overlap again in their values. They're very uncompromising. They have this integrity. They're looking for the truth and they won't accept any lies, which is really nice, but they just have very different dispositions. Because again, if you thought about it, if you took any person and you could split them in two, they would be kind of extremes, because they would have certain aspects in one character and they would be absent in the other. So again, Cartethyia ended up with all the shyness, I suppose, and the awkwardness and, you know, all of that, whereas Fleur-de-Lis is this very focused, stoic character almost. So I think it was just so fun to get to do very different things. But I suppose the preparation was just really remembering what each half of them had and just trying to really channel those things. So I think I definitely did play Fleur-de-Lis as more jaded in 2.2, because all the hope and optimism was in Cartethyia, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you feel like we'll ever get a point? Well, do you? Okay, no, actually, no. Scratch that. Is there? Can you envision Cartethyia standing up in the way that Fleur-de-Lis does, and then Fleur-de-Lis, you know, being more broken? And do you feel like each of them could meet each other in the middle?
Yes, 100%. I think that's what we're starting to see happening, you know, is that the gap between them is becoming lesser and lesser, because they are merged, because they are more like one person again who can kind of
rely on
alter between it's I don't think it's that much different to how, you know, we can have days where we feel very positive, very optimistic, very hopeful, and then we can have days where we're just a bit more cynical. And I think it's the same, you know, certain things will trigger one side of her. Even just in the storyline you just played through, you know, like when certain threats come up, well, that's when, you know, it's Fleur-de-Lis mode, right? Not just because maybe she's stronger, but I think it's also just that she maybe is the side of Cartethyia who is that I'm gonna destroy you now. Whereas, you know, when we have these nurturing moments with Lupa, that's maybe where it makes more sense to be in that Cartethyia space. But I think inevitably, like the way I see this character is like over time, I think that gap would lessen and lessen, and we could see a very strong Cartethyia, and we could see a more, I suppose, emotional or vulnerable Fleur-de-Lis. I don't see why that isn't like the natural progression of this character. So I think that's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, they could totally dance with each other, you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Why does Fleur-de-Lis not wear shoes?
I would love to know. I don't know if she thought I'm already quite tall and it just makes it, you know, it's excessive at this point. I wondered if it was because, you know, you can like maybe like fight better without heels. Like I kind of imagine you could, but I don't know. I wish I knew. Maybe it's just because it looks cool.
I mean, probably that. Let's see. Let's do. Let me see. How long between you finishing the voicing and the character debut patch? What was the gap there? Like when did you record? I remember when I was doing Genshin, it was pretty quick. It was about like 2 months. How fast was it for you for recording and then for the patch to come out for I guess 2.2?
Yeah, so for 2.2, I think we started recording, it was last winter, so I want to say maybe October or November, and I finished recording in January, and then the patch came out in March.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same kind of thing, like I think that is the kind of cycle. It's obviously a bit before, but not too far ahead, because obviously the story is still being written and maybe adjustments are being made kind of close to, also because the animations, you know, for the cutscenes, they aren't finished by the time I see them, but they are, you know, sort of in halfway there, right? So I guess they also need, you know, to be far enough with that there's some kind of storyboard or rough animation that we can all follow.
The gray, the gray like character.
Yeah. That's also why people ask me like, oh, is it cool when you get to see like the final trailers? And I'm like, yes, because you don't know what I see. Like I see a storyboard, maybe some like stick figures and, you know, like the gist of it, but you know.
Yeah. It's so true. It's really funny when you see it and you're like, oh, cool. But then you also like see how raw and weird they kind of look like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you've got like some really good sketches, and then other times you just got like, you know, like 2 dots and a little line as the face, and you have to kind of just imagine what was going on. But yeah, it's great.
Oh God. All right, let's see. I'll do like 2 more questions. Shout out to Amanda and Marco for being amazing VA and great people overall.
Hey.
We gotta get Marco locked in.
Oh God, noise.
What happened?
That was a loud car. London.
It was your stomach. Don't act like it wasn't.
It was my stomach. Yes, true. Admit it.
Let's see. Now, good night. Now that Cartethyia can eat, what if we fed Fleur-de-Lis pizza tropicale?
See, I'm really intrigued about this because I don't know, like there's a part of me that thinks maybe she would like it because she's matured, you know, like we don't know what she went through. Maybe she has developed like a fondness for pizza tropicale, and I feel like it's kind of cruel to deny her. I'm very curious to know because I feel like, you know what, she could be a dark horse. She could be very into it.
You know what's fucked up is that after playing Wuthering Waves, I actually want to try pineapple pizza. Like
You've never tried it.
No.
I mean, I guess it's sacrilegious. I guess it's sacrilegious, but
of
yeah,
course not. Ew.
It's intriguing.
I know. Now I'm
it's
like,
intriguing.
She is playing the game, Weird Angel, and she did just pull Chacona, and you pulled Cartethyia just the other day.
Yes.
So
I managed to get them on like not great luck, but I did win the 50-50 both times. So I think I pretty much like had 80 pulls for both characters and the weapon, but I managed to get it all just by playing the game. So
it's beginner's luck. Although you've been playing for a couple months now, I think.
No, I started playing in May when it came to Steam, but I was out of the country for almost all of May, so I had very little time, and I only had like a Lenovo ThinkPad, like a work computer with me, which is just absolutely not for playing this game on. So I kind of feel like I deserve a prize for dedication for still playing it like with the most egregious lag. like you can imagine. But I managed to get enough like currency together to get those characters, just like the one copy. But I now feel like I can actually try to build a team and actually clear the content in this game.
Pizza is delicious.
So very excited for that.
Eleanor. Yeah, that's awesome. And then the last question, did you expect such a strong and warm reaction to the character? Cartethyia is definitely arguably one of the most anticipated characters so far, and they say kudos to the performance.
Oh, thank you so much. No, I mean, I guess I could see why people would be intrigued by this character. But when I first started working on the game, they did see, oh yeah, we'll see a lot of her, and I was like, yeah, but like, what does that mean? Like she'll come back every now and then for 4 lines. But I did not anticipate how big a role this character would have in the game, because it's definitely at this point, like out of my, I suppose, published work, this is definitely the biggest character I've played. So that was really surprising, first of all. And then also, yeah, to see how many people have been really kind, really, sweet, reaching out, interested in the character, said very complimentary things. I've just been so blown away by how nice everyone has been. As you know, I did my first attempt at a live stream recently by popular request, and it went like okay, thanks to you for guiding me through how to actually do that. But I was so shocked at how I thought, oh, like 10 people are going to come, and so many people came, which was very flattering but also a bit terrifying. I think I like hilariously I've made like YouTube partner and Twitch affiliate off that one stream, which is an absolute joke.
Hey, but now you can do the pipeline.
So I kind of feel like I've peaked, and I should just never do it again, because now it can only be diminishing returns. But it was really fun. I did see, like, I'm getting shorts now in my YouTube recommendations where people are talking about me being a content creator. Like, Amanda Rochelle's doing content creation now. Watch her YouTube. And I'm just like, no, guys. Like, I've done it once. Like, I think it's a bit premature, but, go on then.
I know I did. I noticed. Well, hey, that's amazing, though. I mean, it's amazing because, I think the best part is that you've worked really hard. And I will tell you that, the Wuthering Waves community can have very, very strong opinions in any direction, but what they all, I would say overall, all of us really confidently feel passionate about the game. And I think like that's something that, you deserve to be loved on for this in a non-parasocial, normal way. Like you deserve to be praised for the work that you've done, because the work is incredible. And on top of that, like it's one of the, I know you've been in other video games prior and certainly maybe post, but like what matters is that like right now, like you worked really hard, and to be able to, get a little bit of that like face value, like praise is awesome, and it's deserved. You know what I mean? Like you've worked really hard.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And everyone has been so lovely. I'm so grateful for all of you. You are lovely. Keep sending me the memes, because that's honestly the highlight of my day, is you sending me Cartethyia memes. So like, don't stop.
Are you going to be streaming anymore, you think, or you think you're done streaming?
I mean, I don't think I will ever have the time to do it on a regular basis the way you do. And I also feel like it should be left to the professionals, like everything else. But I thought, I had a very positive first experience of it. It didn't scare me off. It was very encouraging. And I think it's the kind of thing where, if people enjoy that kind of thing, I saw someone saying it was like the Bob Ross of gacha streaming, in that I was so mellow about the whole thing. And, if that's what I'm offering, and people think it's nice to come and see like a mellow streamer who's not going like, chat, but just saying like, oh, what's this? Let's go over here. Yeah. I'm absolutely open to doing it again. I can see why people think it's really fun to watch voice actors play through games that they have worked on, or like sections of the game that their characters are in. So, I'm open to doing it again for sure. But I think, maybe, I don't want to wear out my welcome. So we'll keep it to like every now and then, on a special occasion, we'll maybe do one, and hopefully that will appease everyone.
A healthy balance is good. I find that I think if I streamed more, I think like I was telling chat this morning, like I get really excited to gather for like, you know, a stream or two, or like once a week where it's like, okay, today we're going to be doing this, because I feel like we all kind of get excited to, like this morning I woke up at 5:30 because I was just really amped up to like play today, you know, like, so for me it's like, ooh, today's patch day and it's so exciting, you know, so it's yeah, I totally get that. Well,
I felt that. I was like,
today's the day. Today's
Yeah,
the day. It's Christmas. No, totally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go back into Wuthering Waves and build Cartethyia.
Do it. Do it. I'll be watching.
Thank you.
To learn, because I need to know.
Chat's gonna tell me so they can teach you too. Thank you so much, Amanda, of course, for coming on and
thank you
just
for
talking
having
for
me.
a little bit, and thank you, chat, for asking such great questions. Who's your favorite? Wait, one more. Who's your favorite character in Wuthering Waves aside from Cartethyia?
So I mentioned before I really like Cantarella, but I also really like Changli. Like I don't know. Maybe that's like,
She's
again, an
amazing.
obvious answer. I just really like her, but I think again it's because they both have adult energy. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're both like calm, confident women. And I guess that just like appeals to me. I think they're both really cool. And it makes total sense to me that those characters are like canonically friends in game.
Yeah.
I totally see that, because they're like, you know, very different, but they have a similar kind of energy. And I think I just really, for some reason, like that energy.
Wait, Chad, isn't that mommy energy technically?
It is mommy energy, I guess. I don't know what that says about me, but
Thank you for spending time with us less than
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Eleanor. Yeah, that's what I. No, Cantarella is also
Revealed
friends.
everything.
Oh, is it Jinchi? It doesn't matter, whatever it is. In any case, thank you so much, Amanda, and we will talk super
Thank you.
soon. Chat, say thank you to Amanda
Absolutely.
For taking time out and
Bye, guys.
mothering waves.
Mothering waves. Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys.
Bye. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Tell me what you think of your character in this game.
Oh, I love her.
She's special, isn't she?
Yeah. She's very composed and she has her shit together. And I like how everything that she says is like, there's no spontaneous nonsense with her, you know? Everything is quotable.
Do you feel like she double speaks? No, right? She's very like...
Yeah. Oh, well, I think it's all very considered. Yeah.
So,
but, you know.
So she like she'll tell you what she thinks, but she has to wave through, like she doesn't just like blurt out the first thing that comes to mind, right?
No.
Right.
No. But I feel like, you know, she's a recluse, so it's inevitable that she's going to be a little bit reserved with people. She's not like outgoing. It's just been her and her captives in her castle.
In her gorgeous castle. What was your favorite part about like that experience? I mean, do you feel like you were able to bring a lot of your, because I mean your acting pedigree and your acting background is really extensive, and you know you've done a lot of amazing stuff, especially on stage, and like do you feel like you're able to bring that when you were in the booth? Like what was the talk to me about that.
I think so, probably because of those characteristics, because she is so composed and considered. I was able to use a lot. This will sound pretentious, but use quite a lot of like my classical vocal technique.
Yeah.
For her, you know, making sure that everything was, you know, there was no vocal fry and there was a nice balance of melody and like a lot of things that you would consider when you're trying to make a beautiful sound doing classical theatre. I kind of used for her because I thought it was appropriate for her. And I just like working in a medium where tiny little technical choices that you made are visible, because so often in stage work they aren't, because you have to throw it out so
big
huge.
For the,
So it's a pleasure to be on a microphone where you can and having, I think gaming is such an intimate experience because because it's interactive. So people are I've been really surprised by how much of my performative choices people have picked up on, which is gorgeous. That's all you ever want as a performer.
Well, it seems like you can be like have a ton of nuance when it comes to like delivery and voiceover, you know, like because all of it hinges on the, you know, the vocal inflection and the breath or the, you know, the whatever. It's so interesting. Did you find like that you felt that I mean, you sort of already said it, but did you feel like that was really freeing in a way?
Yeah. I found that just generally with getting into voice acting, that I'm just like, oh, thank God. Oh, I like this medium a lot. This is nice. People are not focused on my lip gloss. They're focused on my technique. And that is very nice.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's so interesting. I love that. And I think like chat, while I'm asking questions, feel free to ask questions for Alex. Alexander, do you prefer that Alex or Alexandra?
I'm normally Alex, but you can call me whatever you
Alexandra.
like. You can call me Cantarella.
Cantarella.
Alessandra.
Did you I mean, do you feel like you leaned into certain aspects of your, like, you know, with acting there's always like some degree of like self-insert to depending on the acting, you know, training and stuff. Did you feel like you're able to insert some of yourself into Cantarella, or did you feel like you had to be like very, you know, was it like a reach for you? Was it challenging in that regard? Or do you feel like you're also like very poised and sort of like, you know, structured in the way that you present or as a person, or did you feel like you had to sort of reach with Cantarella a little bit?
I think obviously I can be a mess in my real life, but there is also definitely a side of me that is more of that kind of elegant, composed thing. And you know, I used to do ballet, things like that. Like there's a certain kind of, and then anytime you get into classical arts, there's a sort of degree of like comportment and propriety that you become studied and able in. But it didn't feel like too much of a reach. And also she was the first character that I've done who is so close to my speaking voice. It's not the same, but in terms of, it's kind of like my speaking voice on its most perfected, smoothed out, cleaned up version.
Cleaned line and things.
Yeah, which I was surprised, because I so enjoy doing accents. I was surprised by actually how nice it was to work in something so close to my own voice, because I realized there was all of this just comfortable emotional detail accessible to me because of being down here.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been interesting to hear you do an American accent just because of your, you know, your dual citizenship. And, you know, I mean, I know that that's part of your, like, it's sort of interesting that like a lot of especially in the early days of Wuthering Waves, like a lot of the VAs had to put on, you know, English accents or American accents. Whereas in the 2.0 patches, they seem to move away from that. So it's pretty cool how you easily could have done an American accent, but then had to do this like really like melodic British accent, which is kind of.
Well, do you remember? I always I don't know how to pronounce this character's name, but previously in Wuthering Waves there was. Is it Judge?
Oh, Zhuzhe?
Jesus Christ.
Zhuzhe. Zhuzhe?
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Sorry, China. Her quest which involved all of the paintings coming to life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was the judge in that story.
Oh.
Zhu Yao.
Oh.
And she did. That was an American.
That was your accent.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I didn't do that quest. Yeah. I really should.
That was a very specific voice, because they wanted her to be so authoritative. So they kept going, can you do it deeper? Can you do it deeper? And I was like, I How
deep can I go?
I'm in the basement, you guys.
Did you know that you were going to also eventually do Cantarella, or was that a separate audition?
No, I had no idea. I didn't know what game I was on. I didn't know which way was up. I was clueless. I only looked up the GL stuff after I did Cantarella because I realized they were the same game.
Oh. but did you already record all the lines that would eventually be Cantarella's lines?
No. So I did GL. That was about 6 months to a year.
Before.
Oh, no, kind of been a year.
That's right.
6 months earlier. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So then you had to... Well, that's kind of nice. So did you re-audition? Probably? Question mark? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done it. I think I auditioned for quite a few.
Yeah, probably like a packet or
characters.
Like
a bunch of different ones, which now I'm really glad I didn't get because I look at those vocal performances and I'm like, oh no, that's perfect. Oh, I can't do that. But Cantarella, I've got, I was like that part I can do.
Well, that's
so
that's
I'm glad.
you.
Yeah.
Let me get you some of these questions from chat. Did you ever try out Cantarella herself? No, you don't play games. Or
I do play games, but I don't play.
Oh yeah, you play like
fighting games.
Civ 7, Civ 6. Right?
I play Civ 6. I haven't bought Civ 7 yet because it's so expensive, but I did just buy a new computer, so
it's time to stream Wuthering Waves.
No. I don't do fighting.
It's easy. All the stories.
I don't have the ability.
Well, maybe you can try so you can get into the next banner when Cantarella comes back. How did you get into voice acting and I guess theater? What's the abridged? Because I know that you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah. There's a British voice studio called OMUK, and the guy who runs that came to my drama school and spoke to us, and I already liked games, and I don't play many games, but I'm quite an enthusiastic backseat gamer. I've always dated gamers, so I'm just I'm kind of like more aware than my abilities would suggest. And so I immediately wrote to him and was like, yes, I want to do this. So I started working, but those were tiny little random cameos on things like RuneScape.
That's right.
When they just wanted to add peasants.
Walla or back, yeah.
So I did odd little bits, but then it's just through my normal acting agent. I mean, one of the things that's nice about living in London, I think New York is quite similar in that actors tend to work in all different media. So I do film, TV, radio, games, like theatre, all sorts of random
whatever
stuff.
shows up, yeah.
And then I got a couple jobs at Side who do the localization for Wuthering Waves, and they're just a dream to work with and lovely people, and it's kind of snowballed from there.
This is amazing.
So yeah,
it's amazing. All right, let's see what someone else says. Hold on. How did she get the role? You auditioned. Narushio, who's a wonderful member of the sort of Punishing Grey Raven Wuthering Waves community, says, what were your favorite voice lines with Cantarella?
The trailer. I know she turned out to be a good person, but I did really enjoy the bait and switch of the opening. Dark Cantarella, who is often interpreted as her mother. Yes, I enjoyed all of that.
That trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
We won't get into it, but it was quite the. How did you feel? I mean, did you watch that trailer and you were like, "Oh boy, here it comes"? Because would you even know that part happened? Of course you did, because they probably showed the.
I saw everything in storyboard,
right?
And I did not record all of the sounds, but I did. I did do acting breaths and things like that, so I was kind of aware of it, but I didn't know how I had no concept of how it would be when it was like fully executed. But I love it, to be honest. I think it's great, and I know that a lot of people found it quite shocking, but I think that's probably appropriate for her character. She should be divisive. So, job well done, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think like that. I tend to skew more towards like I don't know. It's funny is that I'm not really like a conservative person, really. But I guess, but when I first saw it, I was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, this is a little extra. But then it kind of grew on me really quickly, where I was like, because I mean, that was one of the trailers that I saw that I was like, holy shit! Like, they're really like pulling all the stops to like make this be as like audacious and sort of pushing the boundary of what may make people comfortable. Now, of course, they're, a separate conversation, but I find it really interesting that was so divisive, and actually it was incredibly compelling as well. Like the whole thing, the whole arc that she goes on in that one particular trailer told us so much about her backstory and like the suffering that she, did you ever think about that while you were in the process? Like, cause I assume it was several, it had to be at least like 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 sessions.
It was loads of sessions. I don't know. It was over 2 months. So I don't know. It was loads of hours.
Enough to like really feel like you stepped into the role as your own, right?
Yeah.
It didn't feel quick.
I wish that I had recorded the trailer before recording all of her story, because actually the trailer was quite a good summation and introduction, because I voiced both, the young her,
right,
going through all of that suffering, and the older her. It's quite good to bear both of those parts in mind. Like, the only reason why she has this kind of venomous composure is because she has been through this crazy, grueling thing as a kid.
Yeah.
What the question is now.
It's fine.
Lost me.
Do you find that? Do you feel like Cantarella is sort of an antagonist, or do you feel like she's just sort of like she doesn't even really feel morally gray, does she? At least, I mean, certainly not. Maybe in her previous life, but the moment that we see what we see in 2.2, I mean, she's basically the hero of the story. It's seismic.
I think she's supposed to be. I watched your stream of the main story, and I think that your read of her was exactly what they were hoping for, which is that even when she turns to being clearly good and nice, you're like, she's gonna kill her.
I kept being like, she's gonna kill her.
This is I don't trust this. I'm not drinking this tea.
People got mad. They said, "Oh, all this lore, all this like theory crafting, like just let it happen." And I was like, "No, there's no way. She can't be this good. How is she this good?"
Yeah.
They set it up. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but I think that's good. I mean, the Kuro kept saying, while Claire, the dubbing director, she was saying that she wanted, so often her kind of directorial steer was, we want more ambiguity. If you sound too trustworthy here, we don't want it. We want it to sound like the player to never really know, is this person
Am I safe? Is this safe? Yeah, like are the people that are involved safe? But it's amazing how she ended up being this like true like hero, really like in some ways it's kind of interesting, because both her and Cartethyia like were really prominent in 2.2, but without Cantarella and her story and really her journey, her own personal like journey of committing to herself and I found it really interesting that she's basically like banished herself away because of the public perception of her, not even the truth at this point. It's amazing how much was able to happen because of Cantarella. It's really beautiful. Chat, do you have any other questions before I send Alex on her way? This is your chance. There's a delay. I love the feng shui of your lights, but this is a separate conversation.
No, thanks. I don't know why I'm in such a dark room. It's with the sunset. That's why.
Yeah, that is why.
What happened?
Okay, I think we're good. I don't think chat expected 2 chats back to back. Oh, who is your favorite character other than Cantarella? Because you've been watching streams, so I know you know like more of the overarching story.
I mean, I do. I'm a fleur de lis. I do the same thing as you. I want to say fleur de lis. Fleur de lis. I'm a fleur de lis fan.
Yeah.
I like the way that Amanda says "God killer."
Yeah, I know. Amanda really leans into it, doesn't she? It's amazing. Yeah, she's a badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like to make tea as well?
I mean, I'm English. It's not really a question of like.
Yeah.
It's just, do I like breathing? Obviously.
Do I like breathing? Well, listen. Thank you so much for nudging me there. I didn't see, but I really appreciate.
When you guys earlier, I was like, "Bro,
let me in." Well, it wasn't clear, so it wasn't clear. We would have had a 3-way chat, which would have been really nice. But it's fine. Maybe we'll find another time to just do it. Everyone said thank you so much, and you're amazing, and hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk super soon. Thank you so much. Wait. Could you ask? Wait, hold on. Could you ask her dark Cantarella? Is Cantarella herself? No, but that's a lore. She can't answer a specific. Because that's okay. I'll ask you, but can you ask her if dark Cantarella is Cantarella herself and not her mother? Right? Or is
it's not her mother. I can say it's not her mother. It's kind of it is open to interpretation, but there is no. I think people, because they've seen something they've seen her referred to as a matriarch,
right?
And so then they've gone down the, I believe, erroneous path of believing that it's only women in charge. But she battles the echo of the former head of the Phasalia, who is male. So
okay,
there are both male and female heads of the House of Phasalia. It's not her mother, but it is a dark version of herself, which is creating her in the legacy of the Phasalias.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go. That's the official. I didn't want to put you in a spot, but I'm glad you took it. And
I think I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say that.
I'm sure you are.
I'm very sorry if I'm not. Please don't fire me.
Oh, please. All right, Alex. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.